Washington, and has a little bit of momentum on his side. I think AM Racing, everything seems to be very optimistic there. The frustration we heard from Jeb, I've been there, I know how that feels. It is very frustrating. And when I look at these two this weekend on a road course, we have one at Portland here in a few weeks as well, pretty similarly matched up. The super speedways, when we get to Daytona, it's going to be all about who doesn't get in trouble there, because I think both of those guys are going to run well there as well.
Yeah, we're going to be looking at all those playoff bubble guys today, but I want to know maybe some other names, some other drivers that have a shot today.
Well, you got to look at Justin Allgaier. We talk about him every single week. Ran 6th the last time we were at Sonoma, but road courses haven't been good. He's racing in that regular season championship with Zillage, and he's going to have to stop the damage that can be done. This guy right here, Michael McDowell, hasn't been in the Xfinity Series since 2016. He'll have a good day. And then Jesse Love, 3 straight top 10s, 2nd at Iowa last week. Good on the road courses, should have a good day.
What is up, motherfuckers and party people? How the hell is everybody doing today? Hope everybody's having a great fucking day today. No, damn it.
Green flag today. We love that. A big shout out to him. We'll have that and much more coming up with pre-race ceremonies when we come back. CW.
Today we got the Watkins Glen Xfinity race from Watkins Glen International from Watkins Glen, New York. The Mission 200. It'll be 82 laps.
My moderate to severe plaque psoriasis held me back.
82 laps, the stage breakdown for today. Stage 1 is 20 laps. Stage 2 is also 20 laps, so that'll end at lap 40. And then the final 42 laps is the final stage. The fuel run is 35 to 39 laps.
People achieved 90% clear skin at 4 months, and most people were clear even at 5 years.
So in the first 2 stages, you will not have to pit under green for fuel, though they probably will pit with a few laps to go in the stage. That's just the road course strategy. And then the final stage, you might actually end up being good to go on fuel to the end of that, depending on caution laps, how well you save, because it's 42 laps, but then you'll probably actually be going back green with like 38 laps to go. So it just depends.
Learn how AbbVie can help you save. 24-hour moisturizing body wash that locks in 7 times moisturization.
And about half the ingredients of my old body wash.
Clean moisturizing body wash isn't a myth.
Tuesday, the irresistible force is here. NXT on the CW means business. As Nia Jax,
I impose my will, because any ring I step into is mine.
clashes with Lash Legend.
I am the most dominant woman in all of WWE.
God, it's like 2 locomotives collide. NXT, all new this Tuesday at 8/7 Central on the CW.
A network of 4,000 local journalists each weekday morning from the National News Desk.
Weekday mornings at 6 on CW6.
Ryan Phelps has grown his car dealerships by helping thousands of customers regardless of credit history. Ryan Phelps Auto has 21 lenders for good credit, bad credit, and really bad credit, with over 200 vehicles available and a buy here, pay here option.
Just because your credit's bad doesn't mean that you have to buy from some place like this. My staff cares about its reputation, so it's certainly...
Yeah, my win pick today is Connor Zilish. He is the pole sitter. My boy Sheldon starts in 11th, and then SVG, who is going to be a very tough competitor to Connor Zilish, is starting right there in 2nd place.
Get it? Don't say anything. Just answering even a simple question like, how you doing, get twisted around to reduce your settlement. I'm Peter Catalano. Don't talk to the insurance company. Call me and I'll have the first and last word. When Catalano wins, call 500-5000.
Enjoy cool music for a hot summer. Come to the National Grid Jazz in the City concert series presented by the Lead Safe CNY Coalition. All across the city, all summer long. Great music by national acts, food, arts and craft vendors, healthcare village, free goodie bags with health information, health screenings and testing, scratch-off ticket prizes, home water purification kits, and it's all free. Information and concert schedule at cnyjazzinthecity.org.
This afternoon, the NASCAR Xfinity Series takes on the action-packed twists and turns of Watkins, Glen in front of a great crowd here on a beautiful afternoon. Well, Nick Sanchez makes his first Watkins Glen Xfinity Series start, but let's look at his road course performances this season. Top 5 in 2 of the 4 road courses. I asked Patrick Donahue, their crew chief, what grade he would give them. He said an A-. He said they've been solid, but Dylan, he said they still have room to learn and grow.
And Kim, it's another great opportunity for Sam Hunt Racing to have a really good day today. Kaz Gralla is in their second car, and they got off to a good start, qualified inside the top 10, and that's a big hurdle to overcome for this race team. Kaz acknowledged that half the battle at road courses is getting out of the mess of the mid-pack with a clean race car. So job 1 is done to start. Now he said the goal is just to not lose any spots, get to the final stage inside of the leaders, and then try to race it out for a complete day, Carla.
Yeah, what a great story there. And as we get ready to start today's pre-race ceremonies, Golden Corral would like to take a moment to thank our nation's heroes. It is a privilege to serve those who served. Let's head back out for our pre-race ceremonies.
Please rise as you are able. Remove your hats. And veterans, render a hand salute as the New York State Police Troop E Color Guard presents our nation's colors. Here to offer today's invocation from Elmwood Avenue Baptist Church, Reverend David Fife.
Let us pray. Thank you, God, for the great weather you have provided for this year's running of the Mission 200 at the Glen. We ask your blessing upon this race, O Lord, and that each driver, course worker, and crew member will enjoy your hand of protection. Grant us a safe race, and help us to remember that all things, all good things, come from you. In Christ's name we pray. Amen.
Amen.
Here to perform the Canadian National Anthem, please welcome local recording artist Anna Hurt.
Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Here to perform the Star-Spangled Banner, please welcome from the United States Air Force Heritage Band of America, Staff Sergeant Julia Mischler.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
America.
Golden Corral has supported our veterans for over 2 decades through military appreciation nights, providing meals to veterans. And
Yeah, what's up, Andy? You're so far behind. Just pause me for a, and then you know the drill.
Helps send children of wounded, ill, or fallen military members to summer camp each year. It truly is a special experience for those kids and their families.
Well, it's been a tradition since 1991, but we're getting ready to get around the Glen once more in the Xfinity Series. We got 200 miles on deck with the Command coming up first when we come back.
America is back, thanks to President Trump and Leader John Thune's working family tax cuts. No tax on tips or overtime. Real relief for every American up early and home late.
Bro, is it like, okay, I've noticed something for like 10 years. I've noticed this, and it's still a thing, and it's such a small, tiny little detail, and it doesn't matter, but I don't know what the fuck it is. So during the pre-race prayer, specifically at Watkins Glen, nowhere else do they do this, but at Watkins Glen, they always say the words, "All good things come from you." They always say that at Watkins Glen and then at no other race. But every single year they say that at Watkins Glen during the pre-race prayer. Is it like some sort of like cult thing? Is there like a cult in Watkins Glen? Like, I don't know why I noticed that. It's just a tiny little detail that is so minuscule and so unimportant. But, you know, my weird brain notices these things.
Rapid ceramic tire coat. Cerakote's true ceramic technology has just the right amount of shine and lasts up to 10 times longer than traditional.
It's just like do they have to sneak that line in there every year? Like,
that slings on your vehicle. You can trust Cerakote's #1 selling family of products.
but then you gotta remember that all bad things also come from God. You know?
Guaranteed. Buy today for under $20.
Welcome to the new school year, parents. This has a back. Good thing you can order it all in one tap, Dave. Walmart's got it all.
Who knew?
I knew. Remember Crazy Hair Day?
No.
Nobody ever does. You gotta serve the lunch and the look.
And wait for tomorrow. Wait for tomorrow. They're gonna say it tomorrow. They will. They always do it. Watkins Glen and no other race.
Very good year.
Go back for like the past like I don't know how long I've noticed it. At least since 2014 I've noticed it. You can just go back to like every broadcast. They'll say it.
With automatic renewal, and your second membership is free. Get instant access to discounts on everyday.
But then you go to any other race, they don't say that.
Programs, tools, and tips to help manage your money and maximize your health. Plus, AARP fights to protect your Social Security, Medicare, and more. Join and get an insulated trunk organizer free. Plus AARP the magazine. Call or go to joinaarp.org now.
So I think we got what it takes to fly with the Navy. Yes.
Can you tell me what the fuck is up? What the fuck is up, Kyle? No, what the fuck, Kyle?
This is NASCAR street course. You make it to the finish line without getting caught, you have my respect.
You think we can outrun him?
I got him, Rose! Yeah! Let's get to work on bringing NASCAR to the Navy.
Plenty of big-time stars have made it to victory lane here at the Glen.
The track's really cool, always exciting. There's no room for error.
Anybody has a shot at it. You got grass all over your drill.
Battling traffic here is really hard.
SVG might be the favorite, but it's not going to be a walkaway.
Come on, baby, we got it. We reckon.
I did hear that Hulu is getting bought by Disney. And then apparently next year, like Hulu will not even have its own app anymore. It'll literally just be through Disney Plus.
Taylor Gray will roll off from the third position today, and this 54 JGR team is hoping for big things here at the Glen. Taylor feels like road courses are one of his strengths, saying he loves these courses. Rightfully so. He's finished top 10 in 3 of the 4 road courses this season, including a runner-up at Mexico City. Dylan, he confidently told me they're a top 3 car today.
And Kim Williams-Sawalich has finished no worse than 11th in the last 4 races, highlighted by a career-best 3rd place at Sonoma, the most recent road course. The speed has been there all year. Now the finishes are starting to follow suit, and Williams said this morning his confidence is back. Time to go racing at Watkins Glen. Let's get the engines fired for the Xfinity Series.
Watkins Glen, give a big NASCAR welcome to Butch Leitzinger. He's a professional race car driver, 3-time champion of the Rolex 24 at Daytona, and 2-time IMSA World Sports Car Champion. Today, he is here to say the most famous words in motorsports. Take it away, Book.
On behalf of Mission Foods, good luck to all the drivers today. Drivers, start your engines!
Yeah, they probably get sucked into Disney Plus.
We're officially ready to go racing. Adam,
If it's a total company buyout, that's probably what happens, yeah.
Watkins Glen after this.
From racetrack to road, Mobil One Motor Oils make whatever you drive more beautifully.
Subway's protein-packed footlongs are the perfect way to fill up for your day, like the All-American Club or the Ultimate BMT. Okay, zoom in. Whoa, that's 54 grams of protein. And now, buy any footlong in the app, get another half off. Order now on the Subway app.
This is a story about the one who keeps it all moving. He is measured, precise. He thinks ahead, stocks the right parts, and knows just where to find them. Because for the one, this facility is about more than business. The industrial-grade products you need delivered fast. Call, click Grainger.com, or stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Slow down, honey.
And you need new insurance. Zebra compares over 100 insurance companies to find savings no one else can. Up to $400 a year.
Trevor!
Oh, look, it's my stop. The Zebra. We do the searching, you do the saving.
Still searching for the one? Olay Super Cream with SPF. The power of 5 in one super cream. To hydrate smooth, brighten firm, and protect. Skin just drinks it in to boost cells for more resilient skin. It's Super Cream. Only Olay.
Feel the thunder!
Tonight, the toughest bull riders on Earth team up for the Camping World Team Series.
Only the best of the best.
10 teams, 5 riders, 1 goal: to be legendary. Every ride counts for the superheroes of dirt.
That is how you become a legend.
The PBR Camping World Team Series, tonight at 6:30 Eastern, 3:30 Pacific on the CW.
Enjoy cool music for a hot summer. Come to the National Grid Jazz in the City concert series presented by the Lead Safe CNY Coalition. All across the city, all summer long. Great music by national acts, food, arts and craft vendors, healthcare village, free goodie bags with health information, health screenings and testing, scratch-off ticket prizes, home water purification kits, and it's all free. Information and concert schedule at cnyjazzinthecity.org.
Filing for Social Security disability can feel intimidating. I needed someone on my side to help me get the money I deserve.
At Benefit Reps of America, we are your local disability experts. We used to work for Social Security, and now we work for you. If you've been denied
Do you like
disability
Mission Food
benefits or
Brand?
need
I've
to
never
apply for
even
the first
heard
time,
of it
call
until this weekend.
315-275-REPS or scan the code to get in touch with us online. There's no fee unless you win. Scan now or call Benefit Reps of America today at 315-275-REPS.
In central New York, weather changes fast, and severe weather, you know it's coming. Trust the Weather Authority, a team of experts dedicated to delivering precise forecasts. With our cutting-edge technology and years of experience, the Weather Authority provides you an early warning to severe weather. No more last-minute surprises or canceled plans. Empowering you with accurate forecasts, letting you make informed decisions to keep your family safe. The Weather Authority, specific, detailed forecasts for you and your family.
Greetings from the Finger Lake region of New York. CW Sports welcomes you to Watkins Glen International.
Am I annoying? No. What the fuck?
Xfinity Series, and the 31st time we've raced at this historic venue with 4 races.
You're not annoying.
To go to the playoffs. There is a whole lot on the line here today. Welcome in, everybody, with Jamie McMurray. I'm Adam Alexander. You and I both love road racing, so take us through this 7-turn layout of Watkins.
Kyle Busch starts P5 tomorrow. Let's go, boy.
But there's a lot of elevation change. You're going to see as you head down into turn 1.
All right, Chester.
It's a fast corner, second gear, a lot of compression in the car. They're going to run out really wide off turn 1. When you get to turn 2, I think it's one of the most important turns on the racetrack because this leads you all the way up through 3 and 4. the longest straightaway on the track, and it sets up a great passing zone as we get to what we call the bus stop or the inner loop. You see right here, being good on entry there is what is good as well. It leads to
Disney has been the majority owner of Hulu for years, yes, but I think they're like completely buying it out
leads around turn 6, another good passing
next
zone. And then
year.
we've got this restart zone, which is different than what we've had in the past. We'll talk about that.
I just know that next year,
also a really important corner because it leads onto that front stretch.
Hulu won't have its individual app anymore. It'll be integrated into Disney Plus.
In Xfinity competition have been won by either Shane
So I think it's a complete buyout.
Zilic. They've been great this year, and today they share the front row at the start.
Yeah, it's been pretty special to get to watch the talent of both of these guys. And if you look at, you mentioned the last 3 races, it's been quite a show they put on. I thought Sonoma was incredible at the end. I think SVG maybe cut Connor just a little bit of a break, but you know what? Everything about these guys is exceptional. They're in the same cars today, and it's going to be really special for us to watch and see who can get it done here at Watkins Glen.
Each got a win in Chicago and Sonoma. Today is kind of the tiebreaker, and both going to be racing on Sunday. The show about to begin. Green flag comes your way next on CW.
You know those Fat Hoka sneakers? Nice shoes, but the price? Not as nice. However, Skechers Max Cushioning are just as fabulous at a price that blows them away. Get insane comfort and cushioning, including hands-free Skechers slip-ins. Try Skechers Max Cushioning.
Caitlin Clark from the logo.
You know, life would be easier if I could do everything from the logo.
Allow me to assist.
Yeah, ESPN also, yeah.
It worked! Buckets. Now that's a tomato. Sheboygan.
The answer is Sheboygan.
The match. P-E-Z-O-L. Bottom row?
From the logo. State Farm with the assist.
It's Native. Native is made with 9 clean ingredients and is good for your skin without leaving white marks or residue. Heavenly. 72-hour odor protection that cares for skin isn't a myth. It's Native.
Harbor Freight tools keep getting better with time. Better performance, better durability, better value. Come on in and see for yourself. Whatever you do it for less at Harbor Freight.
A wing with no bone is no less a wing. That was beautiful, Pop. Thank you. I love you. I love wings. You too.
There it is.
Welcome to a new
Where is
school
the
year,
nearest
parents.
Golden Corral to
Christmas
my
is
house?
back. Good thing you can order it all in one tap, Dave. Walmart's got it all.
Who knew?
I knew.
Oh, there's one like 6 miles away.
No.
Nobody ever does. You gotta serve the lunch and the load.
Yours is weird.
It's custom.
I'm buying like so many new outfits.
It's Walmart prices. It's gonna be a very good year.
If you feel like you're on the wrong road with your finances, Credit Karma can help you push through to a better place with personalized guidance to improve your credit, savings, taxes, and more so you can find your way to money. Intuit Credit Karma. Karma you can count on.
I love my Glide Step Skechers slip-ins. I just step in with no bending down or touching. It almost feels like I'm gliding on air when I walk. Drop a beat. Glide Step, Glide Step, Glide Step, Skechers slip-ins. Go hands-free with Glide Step Skechers slip-ins.
Care about your skin? Maybe it's time to think about skincare differently. Here's my tip. Skincare starts here in the laundry.
Oh yeah, there's 2 Austin Hills in the race today. There's Austin Hill and then there's Austin J Hill.
It's free from dyes and fragrance allergens found in leading scented detergents. For an effective, skin-friendly clean,
The thumbnail for the Padres game is so nice. Well, thank you.
Washed with all free clear.
75 years, one reputation, too tough to tame. The Lady in Black doesn't care who you are, rookie or vet, playoffs favorite or long shot. You either earn your stripes or you see your number slashed off the list. 75 years of scraped walls, battle scars, and history made the hard way. This Labor Day weekend, be there to write the next chapter of the Cookout Southern 500. Get your tickets now at DarlingtonRaceway.com.
Watkins Glen International is a fan's dream, and we got a great day for racing here. Aerial coverage provided by the Lucas Oil helicopter. Qualifying happened earlier today for the NASCAR Xfinity Series. We told you in the open, front row goes to Connor Zilisch and Shane Van Gisbergen. Now we look at the rest of the drivers.
Oh, yeah, I'm still pissed about that, too.
Yeah, and right behind those two guys is last week's winner, Sam Mayer. He's going to start fourth. He actually
Kyle probably would have made the chase that year if it wasn't for that. And then Kyle Busch had a really good chase that year, if you guys remember.
He's got 4 career top 5s on the road courses.
He actually did really well. He wouldn't have won the championship regardless, but he did really well on the chase.
6 starting 12 today, Michael McDowell driving the 11 for Team Colleague. Last time he raced in the Xfinity Series, he won at Road America. Harrison Burton going from row 9 comes in with that final playoff position. He was 5th at Iowa last week.
Yeah, 2 guys going right below the cut line. Jeff Burton had a bad day in Iowa, fell below the cut line. He's going to start in 23rd. And then Ryan Sieg, he's been climbing recently, but he's still 17 points back and has a long ways to come from Adam, rolling off 29th.
You know, one of the great themes of the year is rookie production. And
yeah,
a guy
he was.
that's been great on the road courses is Christian Eckes. Didn't make a qualifying run. He starts at the rear back there.
I wasn't really mad at Brad.
In an incident late in practice, and that's
was mad that
because
the
they
whole
had a
thing
really
happened.
Fast race car, 2 top 5s on the road this season for the driver from here in New York. And now, our Mobile One keys to victory lane, Jamie.
Well, Adam, the restarts are going to be huge. We talk about it every week. We're going to see the restart zone is actually in a different area this weekend than it was last year. So you got to be good on the restarts. Fuel is always an issue when we come to a road course. Was able to win the race last year for Connor Zilisch by saving fuel and then managing.
You know what? Fine, Jay. Just say your dumb shit.
We always see some brake issues. We see part failures from the curbs, the cars jumping up and down. So you got to take care of it if you're going to make it to the end.
Closing on the green flag here at Watkins Glen. Before we go racing, let's hear from our pit reporters one more time.
Actually, I think at the time I was mad at Brad. I actually was mad at Brad at the time.
Well, for Austin
but
Green, this is his
that was like
second
10.
start of the season. He's got
So,
3 straight finishes of 11th or better in the last 3 starts on road courses.
Now I'm not really mad. I understand it's just
and there
shit.
are pluses and minuses to
shit
running
happens.
part-time. In talking with Austin, one of the challenges is he's got to knock the rust off a little bit compared to everyone else when he gets back behind the wheel, because he's not racing every week. On the positive side, though, he did point out that he gets to put a lot more focus on the races he's running. He told me when Sonoma ended, that's when he started prepping for this race here at Watkins Glen. He rolls off from the 18th position, Dylan.
And Kim, Adam mentioned Michael McDowell in the field in the Colleague Racing number 11 car. Talk about getting back used to these cars. It's been 9 years since he's been behind the wheel of one. So a lot to learn. Differences from the Cup car that he mentioned to me this morning that he was concerned about was going to be wheel hop. And part of that due to the shifting. These Xfinity cars shift differently than the Cup cars.
There's a Bailey Zimmerman car? What the fuck?
It changes the handling of these race cars. Michael had some moments in practice where he was still getting acclimated to that wheel hopping situation. So they feel like they got that sorted out a little bit, and he'll be better with the more laps he gets today. But I think if anybody's going to challenge the 88 and 9, you certainly have to look at the 11 today as one of those guys.
And someone else that may be laying in the weeds a little bit, another driver from Junior Motorsports, Sammy Smith, qualified 6th earlier today.
All right, man, we ain't going to be the little boy standing at the top of the water slide overthinking everything. We'll jump down the damn chute and go win this thing. That's right. Thank you, Terry.
All right, well, I've not heard that one before. That's new to me.
I've never heard. Yeah. Pacing the field today is
Alrighty.
the Toyota GR Supra. And when it exits, we'll get with it. Because as we come out of turn 5 here and down to turn
welcome
6,
back,
we'll
Austin
take the
Hill.
left-hander toward turn 7.
Remember, they moved the restart zone up,
Restart zone.
so it's
Once you get out of the
before the
restart zone, it is
straightaway.
on, and it's created a lot of excitement already this weekend.
Yeah, and I'm torn on this right now, whether I like or this.
I
restart
genuinely
zone is
don't
or
give a
not.
fuck.
It clearly gives a good advantage to the pole setter just because of the shorter distance around the corner. But I don't know. I'm a fan of them being on the straightaway and everybody being straight, kind of the drag race down into turn 1. But we'll see how Connor manages this right here.
I didn't remember the prominence of turn 7 at this track until we moved the restart zone back like we had
Alrighty.
this year. And they get wide
And
coming off the corner.
green flags in the air. We are racing from Watkins Glen. The Xfinity race is underway.
Watkins Glen, 88. Connor Zilisch gets the job.
And Zilisch pulls away right at the start.
Massive launch right there. Gisbergen was on the outside, but was able to carry that momentum out. You see both of those guys out front.
Zilisch 1 year removed from his first career victory. Made his first start right here at Watkins Glen. Won from the pole, a familiar seeing him out front. And they're fighting for 3rd behind him. 54 is Taylor Gray. 41 last week.
I also don't understand why they moved this race into the playoffs for 1 year and then moved it back to its original date.
See, all those guys are able to make it through. Still Got a couple of them too wide heading down the backstretch into the mud stop. This is the fastest section of the racetrack. You see a lot of guys try to outbrake each other here. A lot of carnage yesterday in the truck race. A little bit of contact, but not too bad. Looks like everybody's going to make it through there without any issues.
Dust was flying, but everybody through unscathed.
Yeah, the big thing to watch right now is Connor was about a half second a lot faster than the guy right behind him, Shane Van Gisbergen, in qualifying, but I didn't see that big of a difference in the overall lap time of practice in race trim. Actually thought Sam Mayer, Sheldon Creed, there were a few guys that looked like they could match the pace of the 88. But what has stuck out to me when you watch these guys, Shane Van Gisbergen, Connor Zilic, when they're so good at these road courses, it's not just the overall lap time, but it's how good they are after 10 laps. They don't seem to have the same amount of fall off. I'm encouraged right here seeing the 9 be able to run the 88 back down. Got to figure out if Connor's just trying to manage that pace or if the 9 car actually maybe has a little speed on him here early in the run.
A year ago, we referenced the win for Zilic, and he ran it long in the opening stage, won that first 10 of the race by 10.
The Connor Zilic led the first lap.
Not getting away right now from Shane Van Gisbergen, but driver 88 has now led in 12 consecutive starts. Remarkable what he's doing in his rookie campaign.
It's incredible. I mean, it's every single week. It's not just at a road course. It's at an oval. It's at every type of racetrack we go to. He's been really good at all of those tracks. You see Sam Mayer's got a little breathing room now from Taylor Gray right behind him. We'll see if he can try to match the pace. He's an exceptional road racer. You know, the unfortunate part for Sam is that those two guys in front of him are just world-class road racers. No matter what kind of cars they get in, they're extremely fast.
I don't get how that makes any sense, but all right.
To Van Gisbergen, who was second, they didn't even talk about Zilic when they said how far they were off the pace. They said that kid's just in a different world, and it speaks to what you just said. You've got to be fair to yourself and realize how good those guys are out front. And someone else we need to pop early, William Sawalich. He's been qualifying inside the top 10 now for the last month or so. Did it again today and in position. And by the way, here comes his teammate Taylor Gray looking for third, and he's able to make the pass as we go up through the S's.
Yeah, and you mentioned William Sawalich finished third the last time we were at a road course at Sonoma. So I think having a good rookie year, had some hiccups early on, but you mentioned getting better each and every week. He and his crew chief seem to be gelling, figuring out what they need when they get to the racetrack. So having another great run for him.
And we talk about rookies, and it's been a theme all year. Nick Sanchez, a winner earlier this season at Atlanta. Didn't have a lot of road racing experience prior to this year, but a tremendous effort in qualifying inside the top 10. But he's got a couple of hungry veterans behind him. Allgaier is there in the 7, and the 21 is Austin Hill, who's coming back after the suspension last week in Iowa.
Contact there.
Justin kind of forcing the issue right there. The 48 is holding both of those guys up. You can see the train of cars behind them. Justin forced that, was able to make it work. You see Austin Hill is going to follow him by as well. 48 car looks like it is struggling right here in race trim. I think they were a little surprised maybe by the pace they had in qualifying. See right here, look at Austin Hill slide in the back of that car. Finally gets to the inside of Sanchez. Allgaier right in front of him, though. He needs to have a good day. And I say that because he's tied for the regular season championship with Connor Zilic, who you just have to assume, if you're Justin Allgaier, that he's going to have a good day.
Garrett Smithley, he looks like he might have a little bit of smoke. A little bit of a tire rub.
He didn't get a lot of time in practice today. They fought that race car, and he's smoking here early.
Yeah, and
we got smoke billowing out for inside.
The first thing that comes to my mind when I see this at a road course is possibly not maybe a misshift or downshifting too fast. If you downshift too early under the braking, it will over-rev the engine. That'll happen to a lot of guys today. You can get a little bit excited, downshift too early, and over-rev, it'll hurt the engine.
Driving the 14 car for Bobby Dotter, SS Greenlight Racing. As we watch the race for fourth, Sawalich right in the hip pocket of Sam Mayer. Let's get a report on the rookie driver from Minnesota. Here's Dylan.
Oh, around goes to 39, Ryan C. Off track. He'll get going. Oh, and someone's off in the sand trap. That'll be a caution. That'll be a caution.
Josh Balicki, and I would say we'll get a caution here because once you get in that gravel trap off the turn, you just can't get out. And Josh is stuck, and it's
Just really don't know why that's there. Well, no, I kind of do. Makes it to where you don't hit the wall.
Yeah, there's the caution.
There's the caution. So it's about a 5.5 minute green flag run to start the race.
Going to go a lap down here as he sets and waits for them to come pull him out of the gravel.
So as you see that gravel and him being stuck in it, let's take a look real quick. You see, looks like Ryan Sieg is just, got a little bit of wheel hop, got into the 91. See, Sieg is able to get slowed down before he gets to that gravel. When you watch Bilicki, the gravel is made so that if you lose brakes or something happens, it slows you down before you get to that wall. It works really well. Unfortunately, in a situation like this, it works really well, and you get stuck in the gravel and you can't get out.
Huge for Sieg, though, that he doesn't get in there, stays on the lead lap as he continues to chase a playoff position. Early caution at Watkins Glen.
Yeah, it's Josh Bilicki who's in the gravel.
The big city? Yeah. Amara. Hi. Apparently Progressive lets homeowners and renters bundle with their auto policy. 24/7 protection for all of my things. Hey, I love that you protect all my stuff, but could you tone down the creepiness? Sorry. I'd do anything for you, Emily. Still creepy. Right.
Reaching your financial goals can feel impossible. Credit Karma gives you personalized guidance to improve your credit, savings, taxes, and more, so you can find your way to money. Intuit Credit Karma. Karma you can count on.
We decided to start giving away world-class vehicles.
Garrett Smithley has gone to the garage.
Raptor or this Lamborghini Huracan Dorado. Enter for free at Ridge.com. Want more entries? Earn them by buying gear you'll actually love.
Hi, honey.
Morning breath, huh?
Dr. Garcia?
That's millions of bacteria growing overnight.
Prespro Health helps prevent oral health issues before they start.
You deserve the best. At Harbor Freight, you can afford it. Performance, durability, affordability. Only one place does it all. Whatever you do it for less at Harbor Freight.
You can run the perfect race.
Denny Hamlin leading the pack on the final lap.
And then, boom.
Oh, Hamlin's hit. Hamlin is out of it.
That's true in racing and life. When debt hits hard, National Debt Relief helps you take control, so you can pay less than you owe in less time than you think. When life wrecks your finances, National Debt Relief helps you get back on track. Visit nationaldebtrelief.com to get started today.
Happy birthday, Grandpa.
And words of wisdom for the...
Eat more wings.
Wow. Let that sink in. Kids, I think you'd all agree that these were words that your grandfather used.
From racetrack to road, Mobil One Motor Oils make whatever you drive more beautifully.
Hi. 40 years ago, I directed a film called This Is Spinal Tap.
11. It's one louder. Why don't you just make 10 be the top number? These go to 11.
These guys are great.
We're still short a drummer.
Dangerous gig.
We've only lost 11 or 12.
Stonehenge.
We can secure your legacy. If during the gig one of you were to die, would you settle for a coma? That's a great bit of thinking outside the literal box, I suppose.
Spinal Tap 2 is rated R. Oh, Kansas.
Here we go.
Second half today.
You just don't stop giving, do you? The closest finish in NASCAR Cup Series history. Close to downtown, amazing campground. 3 NASCAR races in one weekend, and it's the playoffs.
You guys can't drive.
Now you're just showing off.
Coming to the checker.
But we're not mad. In fact, we're looking forward to it. Get your tickets now at kansasspeedway.com.
CW Sports coverage of the NASCAR Xfinity Series is brought to you by Progressive. Save when you bundle home, auto, and motorcycle insurance. Visit Progressive.com. Toyota, let's go places. And by Golden Corral. Golden Corral honors our nation's heroes. Round 23, 2025 for the NASCAR Xfinity Series brings us to Watkins Glen, New York. Caution comes out 5 laps in. Ryan Sieg, Josh Bilicki get together running outside the top 25.
We'll take another look right here. We talked about Sieg. He came on the radio and said he wheel hop. That's what it looks like. You're going to see the back of the car get a little bit loose right there, and he's just trying to catch it. Nothing malicious or intentional right there. Josh Bilicki just wrong place at the right time. And, you know, wheel hop is an issue here. That's not the corner that sticks out to me that we would see it the most. Turn 1 typically is where you see the most wheel hop because of it being a downhill angle.
Yeah, let's get an update. 39's been down the pit lane, Kim.
Yeah, after that wheel hopping incident on the pit lane, they changed all 4 tires and checked that right front fender just to make sure all the clearances were good and there was no significant damage. And when I talked to crew chief Matt Noyce this morning, their goal was to survive, and he said we just can't bleed points. They've had 3 great weeks of racing up until this weekend. Now, it's still early. We don't want to get the cart ahead of the horse. A lot of racing left here at Watkins Glen, but certainly not the start they wanted as they trying to hold on to that points position.
It's the give and take at this time of year. They were 50 points out a month ago. Kim mentions the 3 weeks they had. You know, the last few weeks have been outstanding for the 39. Picks up 33 points to the cut. Came in today, 17 points out. And you saw there now as they run 35 out. But what I would say, and I said this going to break, they stay on the lead lap, which is huge. And I've always talked about this road racing. Never write anyone off, because sometimes misfortune on track can lead to a strategy opportunity later. And so a whole lot can play out in these races. You just have to stay in the game.
Well, we saw it last year with Connor Zilic, right? I mean, he went through the bus stop with a couple other guys, and because of that, he got off strategy, was able to save enough fuel, and even though he had the fastest car, that strategy helped him be able to win the race.
Bilicki goes a lap down, as we talked about being stuck in the gravel trap, but he's the only car 1 lap down. 13 laps to go in the stage. Then you get a caution. You could get the free pass right there.
All right.
And you see those 2 white lines. That
Go
is
back
the
green.
restart zone where these guys, where Connor Zilic will be able to accelerate. Once he gets to the first line, he can take off.
And green flag's back in the air.
And once you get out of the restart zone, it's on. You can pass, change lanes, do whatever you want to do.
And Shane was a little more aggressive. You see they're going to race down into turn 1. It'll be interesting to see what they choose to do when they get to this point.
Side-by-side turn 1.
Yeah, Zilic gave him enough room. You see Shane's going to have the momentum on the outside. It's so rough up there, though.
Yeah, I was saying, how does it net out to turn 2 in the S's?
Oh, but he stayed on his. Look at that. Now Shane's going to be at the preferred groove. They can run side-by-side here. We'll see what they do when they get to the bus stop. You see Williams Wallace trying to sneak to the inside. It's going to be interesting to see how aggressive these guys are going to be.
If you're side-by-side to the bus stop, it's just a game of chicken. And there goes Sawalich jumping to second.
Yeah, I think a little bit of that was probably the draft, you know, where the 9 maybe had to check up at a certain point at the top of the S's, and then the 18 had the momentum coming off of that corner. Amazing run for the 18 right here. Good restart for Williams.
You know, you and I talked earlier today to crew chief Jeff Mendering, who calls the shots for Sawalich. And he just talked about what they've done recently. And he said, I've got a different driver. His confidence is at a whole new level. And for him to be up there mixing it up with Zilic and Van Gisbergen, it just speaks to where he is with that mindset.
And Adam, the words said a lot, but it was the tone of his voice that really stuck out to me. It was genuine, and he could tell that they're in a better place than where they were. And he talked about knowing some of the mistakes that William made earlier in the year were expected because of him being a rookie. Oh, is Riley going to get slowed down? Come on, that was aggressive.
Going at it there. Riley Herbst 19 and 11 this weekend. Michael McDowell.
Yeah, that's an aggressive move because you know McDowell, good road racer, going to bury it off in the corner. He's a hard guy to be able to outbreak, and you saw Riley start having a little bit of a wheel hop right there. See if he can reset. They're heading back down towards the bus stop. You see McDowell up ahead of him, trying to look inside of who was in front of him. And 18's got his hands full right here. You see Shane getting his inside, coming out of that carousel. That's such a, I mean, honestly, I know William wants to be in front of him, but you race the whole time out of your mirror, right? Because you have Van Gisbergen behind you, who you know is quick. You want to be in front of him, but it's just, it's so hard to race on the defense.
Well, Sawalich is Zilich's best friend now because he's holding up Van Gisbergen a little bit, and the 88 can scoot away, something he didn't do in the opening run, and now the 9 is able to get back by the 18. SVG second, but a good start to this race for Sawalich, Dylan.
And you mentioned just in general confidence. Another thing that helps William, according to his crew chief Jeff Mendering, is when he's able to do double or sometimes triple duty in either the ARCA or the Truck Series. He ran the Truck Series race yesterday, and Jeff said that just helps them unload. And such a better window and just get up to speed so much quicker. The other thing, too, that's especially poignant here, Jack Hawksworth is his driver coach, who is an IMSA driver in the Toyota family, has won here at Watkins Glen as well. He is a superstar on the road courses, so having somebody like him in Williams' corner, definitely a big plus.
Oh, I think that's got to be a huge benefit for William. It doesn't really matter which form of racing you come from. The basics of road racing are all very similar, and the fact that he has history at this track tells you a lot. He's going to know the bumps. He's going to know, the landmarks that you look for. As you see, this guy's coming through the dirt right there. Austin Green getting to the inside of Carson Quapple. Quapple's going to be okay, though. He's going to have the momentum on the outside and going to be on the preferred side of the racetrack when they get down to turn 6.
Austin Green through the 32. The one, as you said, is Quapple Racing. The 25, that's Harrison Burton. Burton having a good start to the day, and there we go. More trouble.
Oh, around and they'll miss the gravel trap, so we'll stay green.
Yeah, I did a really good job. They've paved a little bit more of that, which allows those guys to have a spin and be able
Thomas
to
and Uziata and someone else. I don't know who the other guy was.
spun around and was able to get started back up. Burton and Quapple, they're not done yet. You see Dean Thompson coming in, wanting a little bit of that action as well.
Dean Thompson seeing this place for the very first time, and he's got a teammate this weekend worth noting, and that's Kaz Gralla, who's had a good start.
There's Anthony Alfredo who spun.
After qualifying inside the top 10. Well, everybody getting after it. This is a hot spot early, turn 6.
Yeah, it looked like Annunziata did a little bit of wheel hop there as well. You see all those guys, they're just trying to get what they can get. You get on the inside and you get on the brakes, and once it starts wheel hopping, that happens a lot, but if no one's on your outside, you just move on. You miss the corner a little bit, but when you have a car directly on your outside, they go along for the ride with you.
It's so entertaining here, and we watched practice and qualifying earlier when you're out there by yourself, basically, and the hustle is real. But then you throw everyone out there together, and at times there's just not enough room to work. And when you hustle the car and you have others around you, it makes for some very interesting moments.
I think that's a great word to use, Adam, because in my time of being in the car, I remember when Marcus Ambrose first came out, and I remember coming out of the bus stop, and I thought I was hustling the car as much as I could, and he was able to get more out of it. And I remember in my mind thinking, I can't do that. Like, I don't know how he is able to hustle, slide the car, and still keep control of it, and run that speed. And we see the same thing out of a Zillage or a Van Gisbergen. They're just able to get that little bit extra out of the car.
You mentioned Ambrose. He's one of the best to do it. 4 wins here at Watkins Glen. He raised the bar, but the bar's at a whole new level now. And the guys that are running the show, Connor Zillage, Shane Van Gisbergen, 88 ahead of the curve, and he is now out front at Watkins Glen.
Men, get ahead of your curve with a bump. Explore Peyronie's disease treatments at GetSomebody4PD.com.
Oh, Cole's mom. If I buy both, am I spoiling her?
At this price, you're spoiling you.
Okay.
With an extra 20% off, back-to-school shopping will feel like spoiling yourself.
Don't have any lemons, kind of a sweet and sour thing, like me and her other grandma.
We are going to solve this idea.
From racetrack to road, Mobile One Motor Oils make whatever you drive more beautifully.
You've done so much, Pops. Any words of wisdom for the family? There is no limit to unlimited wings. Mind blown.
It's just knocking around in my brain.
Move on the dance floor. I go ask out the man door. That we can make you pull up that 6 o'clock. Line at the door, run it down the block. Face it in the room, right. That we can make you.
You deserve the best. At Harbor Freight, you can afford it. Performance, durability, affordability. Only one place does it all. Whatever you do it for less at Harbor Freight.
Big day, everybody. That's the spirit. We're having lots of fun.
What's going on?
Oh, the Homes.com network just hit 100 million visitors.
Yeah, we get that every month.
Party every month, everybody! I don't know how to change the song on Homes.com, the place to find a place.
Like NASCAR but don't know who to root for? Toyota's got you covered. This guy went from dirt tracks to cup cars. This new kid is all gas, no brakes. And him, just a 3-time Daytona winner, no big deal. That's just a taste of our team of legends. Now you're up to speed. You in?
There are places no cell network can reach. That's why T-Mobile now has a cell network with over 600 dedicated satellites that automatically connect to your phone. So join T-Mobile and drop me a text saying you won't believe where I am.
If you feel like you're on the wrong road with your finances, Credit Karma can help you push through to a better place with personalized guidance to improve your credit, savings, taxes, and more so you can find your way to money. Intuit Credit Karma. Karma you can count on.
No matter what kind of teeth you gotta brush, Oral-B Electric cleans better with one simple touch. Oral-B's dentist-inspired round brush head hugs them, cleans them, and gets in between them for 100% cleaner teeth. Your perfect clean starts with Oral-B.
I know what you're thinking. Total glow up. What's her secret? Fine, I'll spill. I totally upgraded with Verizon. Everyone gets a free phone with any plan, even if you're already a customer, like me. Now I have Google Gemini. It's like a little glam spot in my pocket. Gemini, what eye makeup goes with this lipstick?
I'd suggest a classic cat eye.
Wow, setting the bar high for daycare pickup. Get in on this.
And that's why I never drive those guys.
Party's over, big guy.
We're tired of hearing, I don't want to get my truck dirty.
With WeatherTech laser-measured floor liners front and rear, a seat protector, and full bed protection, trucks are totally covered.
You just got WeatherTech.
Yeah, buddy.
Let's get dirty.
Order your premium American-made products at WT.com.
This Tuesday on NXT, the irresistible force, Nia Jax clashes with Lash legend. Don't miss an all-new WWE NXT. Tuesday, 8/7 Central right here on the CW. Heading toward 5 laps to go. Opening stage, Watkins Glen. Mentioned off the top, Christian Eckes had to start in the back, didn't make a qualifying run because he was involved in a late practice crash. Celsius on board, has him driving through the field. He's up to 24.
Yeah, had a really good car in practice. I think he was third in practice overall. Had a lot of speed in the 16 car, and unfortunately got caught up in the mess with Mayer and Shane Van Gisbergen in practice. But you mentioned it, being able to make some ground up early here at Watkins Glen. Well, Adam, I've been watching lap times, and I feel like Connor Zilic is just messing with people's emotions right now. It looked like Allgaier maybe had the best car, and then I looked at Van Gisbergen, I'm like, nah, he looked the best, and Connor had been running 74.50, 74.70, and they were catching him a couple tenths a lap, and then in one lap he picked up about 7 tenths, no problem at all, ran a 73.90, so I think he might be just kind of managing what he's got right here, whether it's brakes, tires, fuel, just conserving his car, not worried about driving out to much more of a lead than he has right now.
I don't want to get in the strategy prediction game, but just to let everyone know, 5 to go in the stage. We closed pit road with 2 to go. If Zilic were going to flip it, he's going to be coming in the next couple of laps, and if anyone behind him is going to do it, you got to do it with 3 to go, or you won't get there in time before pit road closes. So we'll start to see in the next few laps what everybody's thinking on how they're going to handle the end of this stage.
I think the interesting story is that 3 of our top 4 are all in that battle for the regular season championship, and you can get that playoff point, you can get the 10 stage points if you elect to stay out and the others pit, but then that might put you behind. And so are you willing to take that risk for the regular season championship, or do you want to try to keep the track position all race long? That's a big decision for the crew chiefs to have to make here in a few laps.
Eckes 2 for 1 into the corner, getting Jeff Berger, getting Kyle Sieg. 16 showing a lot of speed, and actually not going to be able to complete the pass on Kyle, but right behind him, Ryan Sieg had the early spin, came down, got some tires, and he's driving back through the field. 39 is already back up to 25th, and for him to be able to get by Jeff Burton is big because he's racing him right below the cut line. Harrison Burton, meanwhile, 17th, the best of those drivers right around the playoff cut as we jump back to the front, and Connor Zilic coming back to the start-finish line out of turn 7, and there'll be 3 to go this time around.
See right here, Shane Van Gisbergen's going to...
Scheduled green flag pit stop for Shane Van Gisbergen.
Yep, he's going to come in, get his tires and fuel now.
So SVG's pitting.
Yeah, he is the very first pit box off pit road here. Car started tight in the left-handers and loose in the right, but then migrated to, as he said, very loose on entry and exit. They will change 4 tires here, and it looks like they've got a wrench to make a chassis adjustment as well. William Sawalha said that he was tight at the start of this run, but the car was coming to him. They'll make an air pressure adjustment.
As you see on the right side of your screen, Sam Mayer, last week's winner, also a former winner here at Watkins Glen, just no grip, chattering the front tires. The car's also loose. They've been advising him to back up the corner, but telling him he's got the same mid-quarter speed as the leaders. Austin Green in on the right side of your car, just overall grip he's looking for.
So you pit now, and a whole host of drivers are doing it. The thought process is by pitting now, getting your service, caution comes out into the stage. Anyone who comes down after the caution comes out, you'll leapfrog them as we begin the second stint of the race. Now, you know, Connor Zilisch can still pit because pit road does not close till 2 to go, and he's the one that will close it. That's why he can wait and do it now. Here's the 88, scheduled green flag stop, and once he crosses the start-finish line, pit road is closed. Here's the race leader, Kim.
That's right. Talking with crew chief Marty Lindley, he said he was up at night trying to figure out any way possible to earn stage points in both stages and win the race. He said it just isn't out there, so our play is going to be to stop on lap 18. He told me that this morning. Right now, Connor, though, no major overall complaints at the very end before he came down pit road. He did say he was tight in the high-speed parts of the racetrack. They'll take 4 fresh Goodyear tires and Sunoco fuel.
You watch the track map, 88 on pit road, 9 coming through turn 6 down to turn 7, 88 going to exit. He'll maintain his positioning in front of Shane Van Gisbergen. And the question becomes, with the drivers that stay out and all those that pitted, and with Zilisch getting his service, where does he fit in? And can he steal a couple of points here, even though he made his scheduled green flag pit stop here?
Yeah, it looked like the 9, the left front tire wouldn't drop down out of the wheel well. And they were having to literally wait on the shock to bleed off, or the wheel to settle to get that off. So they had a little bit of a slower stop. You see, he's still right in front of Sam Mayer right there. But it's going to be interesting how this is going to shake out. Allgaier obviously decided to stay out and get those points. And I think that's really big for the 17 because of them racing for that regular season championship. He knows he's behind with Connor Zilisch at a road course. But at the end of the day, it's just all about how many points can you gather.
So final lap of the stage here.
He's going to be 10 up right now.
Behind him, Taylor Gray's really helped himself in recent weeks, getting a lot of points and padding his advantage over the cut line. He stays out. Sheldon Creed, another driver in that category. And then you go back to 6th. Harrison Burton in line to get 5 stage points, came in 17 above the cut line. Ryan Sieg doing the same thing. You know, he has the early spin. They stay out here. He's in line to get a couple of stage points.
And then Adam, the one that needs the stage points as well is Jeff Burton, but he's back in 12th right now. It does not look like he's going to be able to get any stage points. So he sees his cousin Harrison and Ryan getting farther and farther away. As we got a great battle. Taylor Gray is all over the back of Justin Allgaier right here. We'll see how aggressive they get coming back for the checkers right here at this first stage. Oh, Allgaier is so sideways over there.
Zilisch, meanwhile, is 15th after the cycle of pit stops. Here we are to turn 6. Sometimes when you run it long, you cruise to the green and white checker. Not today. The case for Justin Allgaier. Trying to hold off Taylor Gray here to end stage 1 at Watkins Glen.
All right. So Justin Allgaier is going to win stage 1 at Watkins Glen.
It's his 8th stage victory of 2025. That leads all drivers. Gray comes home 2nd, gets a lot of points. Creed gets 8 in 3rd. Sanchez and Love complete the top 5. Harrison Burton 6 gets 5 stage points, and he can use them, no doubt about it. 1 stage down at Watkins Glen, and the reigning champ, the man that's out front.
So that was about a
for JRM.
17-minute green flag run to end the stage.
If you have wet AMD, you never want to lose sight of the things you love. Some things should stand the test of time. Long-lasting Eylea HD.
My dasher is nearby. I ordered 7-Eleven once again.
People on Eylea HD
I love that
have
shit.
no fluid in the retina compared to those on Eylea at 4 months.
My dasher's name is
Eylea
Quincy.
HD is the only wet AMD therapy that helped 8 out of 10 people go up to 4 months between injections after 3 initial monthly treatments. If you have an eye infection, eye pain or redness, or allergies to Eylea HD, don't use. eye injections like Eylea HD may cause eye infection, separation of the retina, or rare but severe swelling of blood vessels in the eye. An increase in eye pressure has been seen. There is an uncommon risk of heart attack or stroke associated with blood clots. The most common side effects were blurred vision, cataract, corneal injury, and eye floaters. And there's still so much to see. If you are on Eylea or a similar type of treatment, ask your retina specialist about Eylea HD today for the potential for fewer injections.
Zoe? Alright, I'll be right back.
Today, you're meeting for coffee. Megan, I love you. And then before you know it, hey, you're meeting the family. At Credit One Bank, we believe having the credit and rewards for the little moments today can lead to even bigger ones tomorrow. Earn up to 10x points on travel and 5x points on dining with the Credit One Bank Wander American Express card. Credit One Bank, for what's ahead.
Thank you for making News Nation America's fastest growing cable network in all of television. Let's get after it. The place where left and right come to be reasonable. News Nation, news for all Americans.
Judy is back.
I eat people like you for breakfast.
With all new cases, this is Judy Justice.
Weekdays at 3 on CW6.
Hi everyone, I'm Joe Bright, owner of Duncan Bright Furniture. This is my wife Danielle and our daughter Maddie, and this month is Maddie's second birthday. Maddie, what do you want for your birthday? A huge sale? You got it. She already knows the family business. What do you want to put on sale? Everything. We're going to put every single item on sale, and we're going to save you up to $500 off with coupons on top of the sale price. You can save up to 35% compared to the national chains. Stop in now to Duncan Bright Furniture, New York State's largest furniture stores.
TJ's Lawns Plus is the place to go for all your bulk soil, mulch, and stone needs. TJ's Lawns Plus offers top quality products for contractors and homeowners alike. Whether you need bulk mulch, stone, topsoil, boulders, or pro-grade tools and landscape supplies, TJ's Lawns Plus has it. Pick it up yourself, or we can deliver it to you. TJ's Lawns Plus. Stop in or call us today, just 2 miles north of Moyer's Corners on Route 57. Or visit us online at tjslawns.com.
Light it.
Nope. Not for you.
That is the culture. Well, this question is wheelhouse for me. I'm gonna crush this. Let's go. So good. Let's go, Coach.
The Triple Option Podcast, presented by Wendy's. Listen wherever you get your podcasts.
CW Sports coverage of the NASCAR Xfinity Series is brought to you by GoodRx. For simple, smart savings on your prescriptions, check GoodRx. Toyota, let's go places. And by Credit One Bank, NASCAR American Express card. Stage one complete for the NASCAR Xfinity Series in Watkins, Glen. Let's go over to the studio and Carla Menace.
Appreciate it, Adam. Yeah, how about a little stage one recap for all the action that we saw? A couple cautions brought out, but let's get to the start of this race. We had Connor Zilic and SVG, of course, leading the field. The green Connor Zilic getting the advantage here very early on in the race. And then, yeah, just 4 laps in, we had a little bit of a wheel hop here with Josh Balicki and Ryan Sieg. That's going to bring out that caution. They're still able to continue on in the race, though, again, a big battle here between the 9 and the 88. Zilic able to keep the lead, and that's been the case a lot through stage one. Anthony Alfredo also coming in here in another wheel hop that we saw here from Thomas Annunziato. Both of those cars taken out here. But then, of course, toward the end of this one, a lot of the big players flipping the stage. So we had Taylor Gray trying to get the advantage over Justin Allgaier, but it's the 7th that gets the stage win. As Adam said early in, that is the 8th stage victory for the number 7, Adam.
Yeah, I mean, Justin Allgaier just finds a way, and a nice playoff point there. Helps the stage points will help when you look at the regular season chase, and a good start today for Allgaier. That's the good news. You know, the bad news is now
he's got to make a pit stop.
Yeah, you got to pay your debt now. You come down and make a pit stop, and you lose a lot of that track position. All those drivers that hadn't made pit stops will come down here. Top 14 have not been on the pit lane. Progressive Pit Road is open, and it's going to be busy, Dylan.
Now Sheldon Creed able to go from 11th to 3rd at the end of stage 1. He'll peel off right here in the 00. Overall, pretty happy with his race car. Only request was just for a little bit more ride off the corner. They've been really pleased overall with the balance all day today, though, Kim.
Justin Allgaier actually a debate on whether or not to leave him out. Jim Coleman said, "Do you think you can hang on?" Ultimately deciding to bring him down. He said he needed help with forward drive. Just a little tight through the apex as they put 4 fresh Goodyear tires on. Left side of your screen, Taylor Gray. Overall, the car is like temps were high, so they did take some tape off of the front of that grill.
We get the race off progressive pit road, and this is going to be big when you talk about the reset and where you want to be track position guys behind those drivers that had flipped the stage. Allgaier holds serve. Great effort for Harrison Burton, who goes +4. Creed, Sanchez, Thompson, the rest of those drivers coming off the top 5 that will reset where they go in the running order when we come back in a moment. First, though, we look at what fuels Nick Sanchez, brought to you by our friends at Sunoco.
You know, every weekend's an opportunity to win, opportunity to learn, and I just love the act of racing. So for me, the challenge is going to a place I've never seen before and trying to execute it. That's pretty fun in a race car.
It starts with Celsius. Feel I can feel good about. I'm gonna need it. I'm training for life. From after-school pickups to meal prep to a 12-hour night shift. I don't have time to get ready. I've got to stay ready.
Dawn Patrol starts with a Celsius. I got a whole day to seize. First it's cardio, then it's a race against the clock. Refuel. I've got 48 to do in 24.
It's 4:49 a.m. Grab a Celsius, lock in. I've got a goal to hit and a deck to conquer. A party to be the life of, and all the essential energy I need to do it.
So, you like NASCAR but don't know who to root for? Here's some get behind. Meet Tyler Reddick. Crushed it in Xfinity Series and now he's here. Basically the Cinderella story if Cinderella drove 200 miles per hour. Then there's John Hunter Nemechek. New kid on the block. All gas, no brakes. Oh, and Denny Hamlin. Ever heard of Daytona? He's won it 3 times. No big deal. We have a lot of drivers. All legends. You pick. You in?
What are you doing up there?
Oh, I'm just posting the number of visitors to the Homes.com network this month. It's become the go-to home shopping site.
Got another 14,000.
What?
Gotta go back up.
Homes.com, the place to find a place.
There's only one fuel that can drive the performance you demand from your car. New 94 Octane, the highest octane on the market. Only at Sunoco.
Ooh, I can ignore that. Just a reminder to get life insurance, but I can do it later. We just got our life insurance through Ethos. You could get $1 million in coverage, and it only takes about 10 minutes. That's not bad, actually.
Check your price today at ethos.com.
If you feel like you're on the wrong road with your finances, Credit Karma can help you push through to a better place. With personalized guidance to improve your credit, savings, taxes, and more, so you can find your way to money. Intuit Credit Karma. Karma you can count on.
I knew that something was different. I knew it, I called it. It's Blue Chew. Blue Chew. Blue Chew. Guys, have you heard about Blue Chew? It is one small little blue chewable tablet delivered directly to your door whenever you need them. The holy grail. I promise you will not regret it. Stronger, stronger, stronger. Stronger, stronger, and lasting longer. For the ladies, let your man know, and you're welcome in advance.
My skin, she gets thirsty. And Venus gets it. So when I shave, it's the new Venus Moisture Glide. It's got 5 blades and bars with a touch of argan oil that lock in moisture. Feel the power of smooth. My skin, my way. Venus.
An all-American club combo. Extra jalapeno. Shooter likes it hot.
For just $1 more, you can make it a Happy Gilmore meal and get a collectible cup.
Gilmore with his own meal deal? Hey, Shooter, I love your cup. Actually, make it a Happy Gilmore meal. Shooter!
It wasn't the late night shoot-arounds or the tournament trips. That's not what got me here. It was them. The love they showed me. It's why I give it back and pass it on, you know? Because it's the assists you don't see on the highlight reels that make all the difference.
CW Sports coverage of the NASCAR Xfinity Series is brought to you by Blue Chew. Skip the pit stops.
Getting ready for Stage 2, NASCAR Xfinity Series at Watkins, Glen. With Jamie McMurray, I'm Adam Alexander. Everything is cycled through on the stops here, so we look at our Mobile One Victory Lane leaderboard. Zilich back out front. Sawalich, Van Gisbergen, Mayer, Austin Hill, the top 5. You have to slide back to 21st to find Taylor Gray. Now, some of the loss in track position is because they stayed out, ran it long in the stage, but they actually lost 6 spots on pit road. Look like he just stalled the engine pulling away, Jamie.
If you watch, they drop the jack here. He's going to make a hard left turn to not hit the car in front of me, but he stalls the car here, and it's a really tall first gear, so if you've ever driven a standard transmission and tried to take off the second gear, that's kind of the sensation that you have here at Watkins Glen. You got to really get the engine revved up. You want to get those rear tires spinning. And it looks like it just stalled and had to restart it. The crew pushed that, but it did cost him some time.
Too fast exiting. Riley Herbst in the 1931 team. Blaine Perkins over the wall too soon. Free pass here. Second caution of the day goes to Josh Balicki, who got caught in the gravel in that first caution of the afternoon.
Here we go.
Justin Allgaier wins the stage, gets his pit work, going to restart 14th. This is a dangerous time when you're in traffic after the cyclist stops. His teammate Connor Zilich in charge as we begin Stage 2.
And you see Van Gisbergen right there behind, Connor Zilich on the inside. We're going to hope that they've made the right adjustments to that car. He got really loose, though, off that turn. Lost a lot of ground to those guys. That's exactly what Zilich wanted to see, to not have the 9 car right behind him. And kind of those S's are just, they're so fast, and it doesn't look like a big deal to run side by side through there, but that section of the racetrack right there with the Armco barrier on each side, it's one of the fastest sensations you have inside of a car. You're having to upshift to 4th gear, driving with one hand. Super fast sensation inside the car.
There are some locations on this track that's so tame, and then there are others where it just feels so narrow based on the camera angle. The bus stop is always a tough spot.
Oh my God.
Look at the dirt flying.
And you do not want to be on the outside right here of this car, so the preferred groove is to be on the inside. That's where the most grip is. You see these guys all trying to sort it out. You've got a lot of different strategies going on here, different speed cars that were quick at the beginning that went back because they had flipped the stage. Cars that maybe weren't quite as quick that are a little farther up now.
Give and take a strategy, and here we are entering the bus stop. 10 is Daniel Dye. The 11 is teammate Michael McDowell.
Oh, someone's off track.
To have contact with.
Thomas Annunziata around for the
Thomas Annunziata around. He gets back going. He has damage though, so we'll just head to pit road.
Right here. This is in turn 7.
No caution. He's able to drive away, get right to pit road.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he put any fluids down, so we'll stay green here.
He was running 30th when that happened. Good road racer. 2 years in a row. He's experienced disappointment at Watkins Glen. Last year, he overheated, had to get out of the race car.
Yeah, and you see the one car right there behind Daniel Dye pull out a line. I don't think he had a run, but there's 2 reasons that you'd do that. One is you'd pull out just to get some cool air on the brakes to keep them cooler as they tend to overheat when you get into a longer run. The other is just try to fake somebody out. Make them think that you're there, even if you're not. Maybe give you a room, or maybe it messes your corner up.
Just behind this group, 16 outside the top 15 there, and 17th is Christian Eckes. One of those drivers that flipped the stage and has gained some track position early. Hop back inside the top 10, top 5. Sandy Smith 4th, Van Gisbergen 5th. Brandon Jones having a good start to this day. The Joe Gibbs Racing driver is 7th. That fluorescent number 20.
Adam, you got to wonder if there wasn't some damage to the 9 car and the issue he had right at the end of practice. I know he was still able to qualify well. Oh, look at Allgaier going really high, really wide there in turn 1. Probably got in there and wheel hopped a little bit, trying to make up that ground from staying out of the stage and losing his track position.
When you talk about the disadvantage of going back in the traffic after running it long and taking the points, he pays his debt. And now, as you said, has lost some track position. It all nets out about where he was after the cycle was completed. Got some pretty good drivers behind him. Austin Green, good start to the day. And Harrison Burton once again delivering in the 25.
Yeah, you see Harrison's going to try to get inside right there of Austin Green. Take a look here at what happened to Thomas Annunziata. You see, I don't know. There had to be some contact there. on board here with Riley Herbst and see if we get a better perspective of what happened today. It's hard to tell if there had to be contact, though, to spin that quick and to back into the wall. Take a look at an Allgaier right here. You see Daniel Dye moved up just a little bit. I don't think he realized that Allgaier had that momentum coming on the outside, and Justin just had to take action so he didn't run into the back of the 10 car.
So much to manage here as a driver.
I mean, a lot's happened in the last 10 laps.
Allgaier, comes out pretty good when you consider how bad that could have been. He's 13th. Zilich leads Sawalich, Mayer, Van Gisberg, and Austin Hill, the top 5.
From racetrack to road, Mobil One Motor Oils make whatever you drive more beautifully.
Cole's mom? Last year my son hated hoodies and now he's into them?
That's not just a hoodie. That's his new personality for the school year. He's a hoodie guy now.
What's after hoodie guy?
Cologne guy.
Cologne? You don't want to be cologne guy too soon.
Love saving money? Then it's time to join AARP. Get your first full year for just $15 with automatic renewal and get a second membership free.
That's a great deal.
You'll have access to hundreds of benefits to help you save money, stay healthy, and have fun. Plus everyday discounts at top retailers, dining, and more. Your first year is just $15 with automatic renewal and get a second membership and an insulated trunk organizer for free.
Call 800-588-0878 or go online today.
Harbor Freight tools keep getting better with time. Better performance, better durability, better value. Come on in and see for yourself. Whatever you do it for less at Harbor Freight.
You've done so much, Pops. Any words of wisdom for the family?
There is no limit to unlimited wings.
Mind blown.
It's just knocking around in my brain.
Caitlin Clark from the logo.
You know, life would be easier if I could do everything from the logo.
Allow me to assist.
Pickles. It worked! Buckets. Now that's a tomato. Sheboygan.
The answer is Sheboygan.
Image. P-E-Z-O-L. Bottom row?
From the logo. State Farm with the assist.
If you feel held back by the weight of financial decisions, we can give you the tools to help you break free. Credit Karma gives you personalized guidance to improve your credit, savings, taxes, and more, so you can find your way to money. Intuit Credit Karma. Karma you can count on.
My kids can't hide anything from me. I'm home. Especially when they've been using toilet paper that doesn't hold up.
Charmin Ultra Strong has a diamond weave texture that's more durable. And it cleans better, so you can use less. Enjoy the go with Charmin.
Looking for the most comfortable, stylish, easiest pants around? Try new Skechers slip-in pants. Just slip in and experience Skechers' innovative comfort technology fabric. It's breathable, wrinkle-free, and moves with you. Look great and be comfy.
So Connor Zills has a about a 2.5-second lead over William Sawalich right now. SVG is up to 4th.
Salon patches. Stick firmly and remove comfortably once your pain is gone. Salon Pass. It's good medicine.
Now this is how you end a summer. Under the lights, surrounded by history, at the place where legends are made. This isn't just a race, it's a chief. Their last shot at the playoffs. Your last chance to see regular season action. Friday night, Xfinity lights the fuse. Saturday night, the Cup Series delivers the fireworks. This is Daytona. This is everything. Get your tickets now at DaytonaInternationalSpeedway.com.
Closed captioning for this race brought to you by Tableau TV. Pay once, watch forever. Ryan Ellis, 71, carrying the Tableau colors this weekend, Watkins Glen. Been a good partner for him. Hear him doing a radio spot. It's great for the driver out of Virginia who got his first career top 10 earlier this season. Driving for a great team this weekend. Mario Goslin had 2 top 10s here last year with Josh Bilicki and Ross Chastain. The focus this afternoon has been the 88 of Connor Zillich. Started on the pole.
Got 10 to go on the stage.
Took the stage, so he gave up the stage win, lost the lead, but he's led 25 laps so far. And when he's not been out front, it's been his teammates. Allgaier led 3, won the stage when he ran it long. Van Gisbergen has a lap led today. The other lap today led by William Sawalich and Joe Gibbs Racing. 9 to go, stage 2. And just like stage 1, stage 2, 20 laps in length.
Yeah, we're being told that they told the 88 to start saving some fuel, and it's going to be interesting to see what they decide to do. You know, at this next stage break, all these guys will have that same decision to make. But the 88 can run almost a second faster than William Sawalich right now when he wants to push. It was the same thing last year, Adam. You know, they told him to save fuel, and he was still the fastest car on the racetrack. So whatever he's able to do inside of the car and save fuel, he's done a great job of it. It doesn't seem to cost a lot of lap time. He definitely has a knack. I know he's talked about this being his favorite racetrack, but he has a knack for being able to save fuel and still maintain a great lap time.
Been a great track for Sam Mayer as well. He's third right now, Tim.
Yeah, but something of interest, let's take a look at Sam Mayer's tire. This came off at that stop on lap 17. It's the left front. You see a blister in the middle of that tire. I checked with the team. They said it was a complete surprise. Sam had said nothing on the radio about feeling something in the race car. They said because of that, it's likely a bad tire, maybe heat related. Something to keep in mind though, with the number of right-hand turns, they're leaning on the left side tires a lot more. But he wasn't the only one with a tire issue. His teammate, Sheldon Creed, also with an issue, Dylan.
That's right. It was also on the left front. Interesting, just talking with their team. They thought it may have been related to being on the brakes while going over the curves. So we hear that a lot as you try to conserve your equipment here to stay off of those curves. They thought that maybe getting into the bus stop would be one of the areas where you're on the brakes and using a lot of curve, and it basically just peeled that part of the tire off that you see right there. So interesting that it was both of the Haas cars. Not a huge concern, at least according to the team, that it's going to happen again, but something just to watch for both these cars.
Yeah, Dylan, you said it. I mean, what sticks out to me is that if that were two different teams, you might say defective tire or an issue, but the fact that they both come from the same organization, probably set up very similar, tells me it could be a setup thing. Probably it looks like a lot of heat. Those tires, it was interesting because they looked brand new still with the mold mark on them, but they were blistered there. Interesting to see what happens later in the race for those guys.
Going to be 7 laps to go, stage 2 for Connor Zilic this time around. Will drivers pit prior to the end of the stage? We'll find out next on CW.
Closed captioning for today's race is brought to you by Tableau TV. Pay once, watch forever.
Race fans, don't miss a single lap. Catch the races for free with Tableau. Plus, pause and record all the action.
There's only one fuel that can drive the performance you demand from your car. New 94 Octane, the highest octane on the market. Only at Sunoco.
Subway's protein-packed footlongs are the perfect way to fill up for your day, like the All-American Club or the Ultimate BMT. Okay, zoom in. Whoa, that's 54 grams of protein. And now, buy any footlong in the app, get another half off. Order now on the Subway app.
Yeah, I've been doing this a long time. But ever since I started taking Blue Chew, the tourism has been insane.
Hey, no touching the arm!
Did she ruin her project?
No, Nai, it's that.
Ah, that's nothing. We've got new Bounty. Bounty is 2 times more absorbent, so you can use less. And it holds up better even when wet. So one sheet keeps working while ordinary brands fall apart.
Nice. It's gone.
Now where's that cleanup button?
Sorry, did not compute.
Get more done with one. Bounty, the quicker picker-upper. America's #1 trusted paper towel.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. It's like getting Bateman when you need the protection of Batman.
Easy, Batemobile, not too fast, baby.
Any last words? Just one. So long, dermatologist.
That's why you need the real deal.
Go home, Bateman. Do a podcast or something. That's hurtful.
So don't settle for just any insurance when there's State Farm.
This is a story about the one. The one who looks to Granger to make sparks fly. Getting it done right is a craft. It takes experience, the right material, and the right partner, like Granger, with a wide range of professional-grade products. For the one,
Working hard means others can play even harder. Call, click Grainger.com, or stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Toyota has 3 NASCAR Cup teams. 2311, owned by these two, but this guy actually races for his team. And they both share the track with the team owned by this guy. 3 teams, 4 legends, all going after 1 cup. Now you're up to speed. You in?
There are places no cell network can reach. That's why T-Mobile now has a cell network with over 600 dedicated satellites that automatically connect to your phone. So join T-Mobile and drop me a text saying you won't believe where I am.
Hi. 40 years ago, I directed a film called This Is Spinal Tap.
11. It's 1 louder. Why don't you just make 10 be the top number? These guys were not interested. These guys are great. We're still short a drummer.
Dangerous.
We've only lost 11 or 12. We can secure your legacy. If during the gig one of you were to die, would you settle for a coma? That's a great bit of thinking outside the literal box, I suppose.
Spinal Tap 2, rated R.
Tonight, the AVP League storms into Dallas, and you can catch every serve, set, and smash on the CW. The best in beach volleyball are battling it out for glory in the Lone Star State. Don't miss a moment of the AVP League from Dallas tonight, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific, only on CW. Heading toward the end of the second stage. Nice battle here. 41, Sam Mayer. 9, Shane Van Gisbergen. SVG looking for a spot into the corner.
Yeah, it was the same place that they had contact earlier in practice. I think Shane being a little more careful. You can actually hear the tires squalling as they lose grip going around the corners. They start to get hot. The 9 car has been working Sam over for multiple laps. I mentioned this earlier. I'm shocked at the pace of the 9 car. I really expected him to be closer to the 88, to Connor. We've seen them battle, so well this year at all the races, but the 9 just has not had the pace. He's had to work really hard to get to where he is. He lost a couple spots on the restart, and it's taken him multiple laps to get those back.
When you look at the stage breakdown here, the first 2 stages, 20 laps, and then a 42-lap run to end it. Regardless of how you handle strategy here at the end of stage 2, you're going to have to make a pit stop in the final stage. You just can't make it on fuel. So it introduces some different thought processes here at the end of stage 2. So many times it's a no-brainer. If you're out front, you flip the stage and do the deal. Not necessarily the case for everybody here. And just as I say that, here comes the 18 of William Sawallick. This would be a scheduled stop for the rookie driver. Here he is, Dylan.
Yeah, it's been a great day for these guys running inside the top 5 all afternoon long. Car started off a little bit tight, as it did in the first stage, and William just asked for some help laterally. They'll change 4 tires, add fuel, and make an air pressure adjustment for the 18.
Brandon Jones also making a stop, his teammate. And it looks like it's a Joe Gibbs Racing theme. Taylor
Pit
Gray
stops are happening.
Getting service here. 3 laps to go, stage 2, Kim.
Yeah, and they can't make it to the end of the race, so maybe shortening up a possible final pit stop in the final stage. But for Taylor Gray, remember he had that issue on the last stop where he kind of stalled it, lost a ton of track position, and that car has not been good in traffic. In fact, he said, I can't go anywhere, so also giving a little bit of balance for Taylor Gray on this stop.
Kaz Gralla, another one of the Toyota drivers, making a pit stop here under green as we hit the latter stages of stage 2. A lot of times it's either or. Either flip the stage or you come at the end of the stages. Daniel Dye has got a problem.
Yeah, you see he's got a flat tire. It looks like there's been contact.
Daniel Dye has a flat tire.
Those tires look like it looks like he's been in contact with that Armco barrier. The tires look like they both had blue on them. And we got a peek at that.
And the problem for him is Zillage has come across the start-finish line, too, to go on the stage. So now pit road is closed. So when he comes around, he's losing all his track position. He'll get the penalty for pitting with the pit lane closed, and he'll have to come from deep in the field in the final stage of the race.
Adam, you were mentioning like the
Daniel Dye's limping back around the pit road. Looks like we'll stay green.
Xfinity series, but we're going to have
got 2 to go on the stage.
A few different ways of staying out or putting the caution. How you play the rest of this. Why they would just do right sides only? They're going to get penalized. I would just put all the tires on there and take it in one lump. But anyway, I think it's going to be fun to watch kind of how this plays out. Hopefully at some point we can see Connor have to get back in traffic and watch him try to manage that and work through the pace of the 88 is, we just can't say it enough. It's just on another level from everybody else right now.
Well, I was going to say a lot of times it's an either-or strategy. You either flip the stage or you come when the stage ends. Today, you actually can stay out at the end of the stage and then run it into your window in that final stage. As Kim talked about, that is certainly an option as Zilic comes back 1 to go, stage 2.
And the reason you can do that here is because tires don't make as big a difference as you see at some of the other tracks that we go to. If you had 2 or 3 seconds of fall off during the course of the run, you would have to pit because the people that have tires and they restart behind you would be able to drive right by you. These tires, though, fire back off, and there doesn't seem to be a tremendous amount of fall off.
What about that 25-car Harrison Burton, Kim?
Yeah, they intended actually to flip the stage with some of the other drivers that came down. There was miscommunication. Didn't get to Harrison in time to bring him down.
So the front lap of the stage here. Connor Zilic has the lead.
They wanted to bring him down. Right now, still being very ginger with that race car as he thinks he has a flat spot.
Connor Zilic also has the fastest lap on the race.
Still in front of those drivers he's racing.
There's about a 5.5-second lead over SVG in second place.
Connor Zilic, who's going to come back
about a 22-second lead over 10th place.
Stage 1 is 8th, so the 7 is going to get some stage points here. Toyota onboard camera riding with Riley Herbst.
Riley Herbst is slow.
It looked to me like he had an engine issue. I saw that smoke down the front stretch, and then when he went to downshift going into 1, I saw it smoke again, and then...
And Connor Zilic will win stage 2 at Watkins Glen.
Smoke at him, but clearly some type of an issue for the 19.
CZ, 6th stage win of the year. Connor Zilic does it again. He also won a stage here at Watkins Glen a year ago, and as we know, went on to claim his first career victory. Van Gisbergen 2nd, Mayer 3rd, Austin Hill is 4th. Final car inside the top 5 is going to be Carson Crawford back in ball.
That was about a 20-minute green flag run
if you have
for stage 2.
You never want to lose sight of the things you love. Some things should stand the test of time. Long-lasting EYLEA HD could significantly improve your vision. More people on EYLEA HD had no fluid in the retina. Compared to those on EYLEA at 4 months, EYLEA HD is the only wet AMD therapy that helps 8 out of 10 people go up to 4 months between injections after 3 initial monthly treatments. If you have an eye infection, eye pain or redness, or allergies to EYLEA HD, don't use. Eye injections like EYLEA HD may cause eye infection, separation of the retina, or rare but severe swelling of blood vessels in the eye. An increase in eye pressure has been seen. There is an uncommon risk of heart attack or stroke associated with blood clots. The most common side effects were blurred vision, cataract, corneal injury, and eye floaters. And there's still so much to see. If you are on EYLEA or a similar type of treatment, ask your retina specialist about EYLEA HD today for the potential for fewer injections.
What causes a curve down? Is it Peyronie's disease? There's somebody I can talk to or help?
I got somebody for that.
I got somebody for that.
I got somebody for that.
You guys got somebody for Peyronie's disease?
There's hope for the estimated 1 in 10 men who may have Peyronie's disease, or PD. A urology specialist who treats PD can help you create a plan, including non-surgical options. Find somebody today at GoGetSomebody.com.
Alex Palou's historic season rolls on. Incredible! As he looks to move one step closer to the single-season wins record in Milwaukee. August 24th on Fox. Welcome to the fastest racing on Earth.
Here at Stanley Law, we invest in research, smart technology research. The Stanley Smart System just resulted in 14 successful cases. All 14 were awarded the maximum. Our smart system is like the airbag in your car. It works all the time, every time, no exceptions. Injured? Put the Stanley Smart System to work for you. Stanley Law.
Hi, I'm Mike. And I'm Zach from Charles Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing, and Electrical. Summers are only getting hotter. It's time to start thinking about how to stay cool by replacing your old, inefficient air conditioner. So call today for a free estimate on a new Carrier Central Air Conditioning System. That's Charles Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing, and Electrical. 457-6911. And remember, we're the nice guys.
Tomorrow on Yes, the rivalry is real and it's back in the Bronx.
It's the New York Yankees against the Houston Astros.
Built on bad blood and big moments.
This should be fun, no love lost between these two teams.
This is a clash of the Titans.
As dramatic as it gets.
This rivalry remains hot as the Yankees and Astros face off in a heated pennant race battle. Coverage continues tomorrow at 1 on Yes and the Gotham Sports app.
CW Sports coverage of the NASCAR Xfinity Series is brought to you by Progressive. Save when you bundle home, auto, and motorcycle insurance. Visit Progressive.com. Toyota, let's go places. And by Credit One Bank, NASCAR American Express Card. 2 stages down, Watkins, Glen, New York. Great day here for the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Closing on the playoffs, been an entertaining afternoon. Few defining moments. And as we were wrapping the stage, a problem for Daniel Dye. Made that unscheduled stop, had the tire issue. Here's what created it.
And you see right there, he just clipped that Armco barrier, and that's one of the fastest sections of the racetrack. And a lot of times that starts at the bottom of the hill in turn 2. If you miss that corner, it messes up your angle and getting into the top of the hill. And I've made contact there myself. It's a bad place to hit. And unfortunately for him, he pitted while pit road was closed, and so he's not going to be eligible to get the free pass right here. So kind of a double whammy for the 10 car.
That goes to Blaine Perkins, the free pass. Here's William Sawalich radio talking strategy. The Joe Gibbs car's pitted prior to the end of the stage.
So there's going to be some guys that stay out here running a little bit different strategy. We've seen some blistering that time on our tires. So I kind of like what we're doing to keep laps off our tires, keep a little bit pressure tire on the car. All right, get forward.
So I love the information that he was able to get right there. It's because you're frustrated as a driver, like, why are we the only ones on this weird strategy? But knowing that there's a tire issue, and listen, if one of those tires blows out and it blows the fender off the car, or you end up wrecking from it, having a little bit of track position doesn't help you. So we saw the issue with the Haas factory cars earlier. We thought maybe that was a setup issue, but now we're hearing that Gibbs had some of the same concerns. So that's something that could play out, Adam. I think in this next stage, with it being a little bit longer, we see guys run more and more laps. We could see a tire issue.
Saw Anthony Alfredo going to the garage. They're having fuel pressure issues. And also Thomas Annunziata had spun, hit the wall. He was taken to the infield care center, evaluated and released. And Riley Herbst having a problem as well. We saw him stop on pit road, got out of the car, engine issue there. He's done for the day. Pit road's going to be open here, and I'm just so curious to see how everybody plays it, because you talk about if you want tires, if you don't, and we know regardless if you pit here or not, you're going to have to make one more stop. And the door is open to run it from all the way to your fuel window since the last pit stop. Progressive Pit Road open now, and do have a few takers. Carson Quapple, the first of those making a stop, Dylan.
Yeah, he snuck inside the top 5 here at the end of stage 2. Felt like he was really pretty good. Any handling challenges he said he was battling, he felt were manageable. They'll change 4 tires and add fuel. And again, this will just help them have a shorter pit stop in stage 3, Kim.
Yeah, for Sammy Smith there on the right side of your screen, tight center, loose ladder. He just really cannot lean on the rear. So they're going to make a track bar adjustment, air pressure, 4 fresh sticker tires, Sunoco fuel. 2 of Jesse Love also in for fresh stickers.
Got a little bit of everything happening here. Those that came prior to the end of the stage, those that wait till the end of the stage to pit, and those that stay on track, including race leader Connor Zilic. Final stage coming up. It's a great day for racing here in Watkins, Glen, New York, and this is truly one of the most beautiful regions in the country.
America is back, thanks to President Trump and Leader John Thune's working family tax cuts. No tax on tips or overtime. Real relief for every American up early and home late. And they protected Medicaid for Americans, not illegals. Senate Republicans got President Trump's conservative agenda done. Securing the border, finishing the wall, bringing manufacturing jobs back home, making America great again. Thank Leader John Thune and Senate Republicans for delivering President Trump's agenda.
From racetrack to road, Mobil 1 Motor Oils make whatever you drive more beautifully.
Harbor Freight tools keep getting better with time. Better performance, better durability, better value. Come on in and see for yourself. Whatever you do, do it for less at Harbor Freight.
Gotta have a lucky charm when you ride, right? Make you feel safe and protected out there. That's why I never leave home without a photo of the little ones.
Bracelet for my husband. Lucky rabbit's foot.
Lucky rabbit named Swoot. It's Swedish. That's a whole rabbit. Named Swoot.
Well, there's really no need for a lucky charm when you ride.
Not when America's #1 motorcycle insurance got your back.
We're just going to ignore the fact that Carl has a rabbit. Named Swoot.
Slow down, honey.
A new driver. You'll need new insurance. Zebra compares over 100 insurance companies to find savings no one else can. Up to $400 a year.
Trevor!
Oh, look, it's my stop. The Zebra. We do the searching, you do the saving.
If you feel held back by the weight of financial decisions, we can give you the tools to help you break free. Credit Karma gives you personalized guidance to improve your credit, savings, taxes, and more, so you can find your way to money. Intuit Credit Karma. Karma you can count on.
Ooh, I can ignore that. Just a reminder to get life insurance, but I can do it later.
We just got our life insurance through Ethos. You could get $1 million in coverage, and it only takes about 10 minutes.
That's not bad, actually.
Check your price today at ethos.com.
Happy birthday, Grandpa.
And words of wisdom for the family?
Eat more wings.
Wow. Let that sink in. Kids, I think you'd all agree that these were words that your grandfather used.
Change is always happening. It's part of life. Here at Xfinity, we want to do our part to keep one thing the same, with a 5-year price guarantee on our internet. So no matter how your other costs change, you get 5 years of the most reliable Wi-Fi, with our best equipment included, for a price that stays exactly the same.
You think you got what it takes to fly with the Navy?
Yes, sir.
NASCAR wants you to have a street race on this base. You have a felt rule. This is NASCAR street course. If you make it to the finish line without getting caught, you have my respect. You think we can outrun them? I got him, race, yeah!
Let's get to work on bringing NASCAR to the Navy.
Welcome back to the Xfinity Series race. It's time to take a look at the Golden Moment brought to you by Golden Corral. We knew this was going to be the storyline going into this race, right? The 88, the 9 SVG Connor Zilic on the last restart. They're battling for the lead, but it's the 88 of Connor Zilic. You're going to get a couple of different angles from this one. It's the 88 that gets the advantage. And of course, this is round 3 between SVG and Connor Zilic this season. With each meeting between these two, you would think that maybe there would be more tension increased, but Connor Zilic told me earlier this week that's not the case between these two JRM teammates. He said with each time they faced off, there's more comfortability, more trust, and honestly just more fun as they've learned to race around each other. But there is a bit of a tiebreaker on the line that needs to be settled. Of course, we know SVG won Chicago, Zilic won Sonoma, so what's it going to take to get that win today? Zilic said whoever makes fewer mistakes, which of course was the case for the 88 in stage 2, Adam.
Yeah, and it's kind of funny because Jamie had referenced, man, it seems like maybe the 9's lost a little pace here, but ready for the final stage, and he's going to be on the front row as we look at our Mobile One leaderboard. Zilic out front, Shane Van Gisbergen going to be on the front row with him. Mayer's having a good day, Austin Hill quietly delivering, and Michael McDowell is in the game as well.
Yeah, and SVG's going to have to get a little more
I
aggressive.
forgot McDowell's in this race. He's in 5th right now.
Connor to be out front. I think you're going to see him try to time this out. It's the second time he's been on the outside, the third restart that we've had here, and that inside car has such an advantage with where they're launching from in that zone with the corner coming up. But
there's a driver in this race named Glen. I love that.
2 restarts
Glen
ago,
Reen.
and then run side by side through the S's.
You look at our lap tracker, get the restart 38 to go. Right around 30 to 32 to go is when we could see some pit stops here in this final stage. That's when the window opens up just a nod.
All right, back green. Stage 3 is underway. 39 laps or 38 laps to go.
2 of the best out front. Connor Zilic, Shane Van Gisbergen.
Oh, you see, it looks like the 9 actually has a little bit of an advantage here as they get to the start-finish line. He ran really wide, though, when we got through turn 1 last time. You see Connor sends it really deep into turn 1.
Just so good at working the throttle and the brake and managing it. But look at this. Van Gisbergen, a little crossover. Thought he might get inside. As we come up the hill, he cannot. 88 out front.
Zillage back to the lead.
Really good through the S's. I would thought that maybe when the 9 got the 88, out of sync on that first turn 2, got him a little bit wide, that he might be able to get a run, but Connor was still able to get through the top of the hill really well.
Austin Hill able to get to third. We talked so much about the suspension, missing last week. All the playoff points are gone. He wants to rekindle the momentum, and he wants his first career win on a road course. He's won everywhere else. So dominant when it comes to the draft. We know 2 weeks' time in Daytona he'll be outstanding, but once again, top 5 for that 21 team on the road.
Yeah, really solid road racer, Austin Hill. 3rd best average on everybody for this year. He's been really good at all the types of tracks he's been to, but impressive what he's been able to do on the road courses. And as you said, Adam, coming back from that suspension, you want to prove why you're here, and he said he was still going to be just as aggressive as he was before.
Keep an eye on that 18, William Sawalich. Remember, they pitted prior to the end of stage 2. He's on fresher tires. They still have a set of tires. When they make their pit stop here in the final stage, could be shorter for them, and he's making moves on Austin Green. And now Eckes making a stop. 16 is in.
Yeah, and Adam, the one thing I would say about Sawalich as we look on the right of your screen is that earlier in the year, I feel like he would have put himself in a bad position at this point in the race when they got behind, because they had speed at the beginning of the year. But you see him being a little bit more careful here, still has that car completely clean, and I think the information that Jeff has given him as crew chief on that break of why they pitted and why they're going to be back a little bit kind of eases the nerves a little bit, and he knows that he has the pace to be up in the top 3.
Jesse Love made a pit stop into the stage. He's on the move. Racing with Harrison Burton, who also came down, got a service at lap 42.
William gets to the outside of Austin Green right here. He's going to be hopefully in the preferred position right here. He'll drive in just a little bit deeper knowing he has fresher tires. Austin gives in just a little bit of breathing room now for William as he tries to run down Michael McDowell, will be the next car in front of him.
So Sawalich up to 6th. One of 2 drivers in the top 10 that are on that strategy. He pitted at lap 37, so did the 54 of Taylor Gray. Let's get a report now from Dylan.
It's been 2 bad weeks in a row for the 27 of Jeff Burton, and they've got a problem now. They had a left front go down, and the team said it got into the brakes and the steering components underneath that part of the race car, and they basically confirmed that they're not sure exactly what all has broken and gone wrong, but they've got a big problem. So trying to just limp it around here and salvage what they can today, hoping for a yellow to try to come down and fix it a little bit more, but going to be a long 36 laps here for the 27, just trying to nurse this home.
He's 30th today, 29th last week, his worst run of the year, and he lost 29 points to the cut line and bleeding points again today. 36 to go.
You deserve the best. At Harbor Freight, you can afford it. Performance, durability, affordability. Only one place does it all. Whatever you do, do it for less at Harbor Freight.
Mobile One Motor Oils make whatever you drive more beautifully.
Hey Doc, if you had to choose, would you give yourself a root canal or run payroll?
Oh, run payroll. Huh? Paying my team with Gusto takes just a few clicks. They automatically file my taxes for me too.
Can I run payroll too? Choose payroll without the pain. That's working with Gusto.
Reaching your financial goals can feel impossible. Credit Karma gives you personalized guidance to improve your credit, savings, taxes, and more, so you can find your way to money. Intuit Credit Karma. Karma you can count on.
Do you want me to take that for you?
That's okay.
Even taking a photo can be tough for young homeowners turning into their parents.
Okay, everybody, big smiles. Very good.
Okay, phone back.
One more for safety. There you go.
Okay, thank you.
All right, let's do a fun one. Hold up the buildings behind you. Hold up the buildings. That's great.
I'm so sorry.
How do y'all know each other? You friends?
Greg?
Okay, everybody jump in the air at the same time.
Progressive can't save you from becoming your parents, but we can save you money when you bundle home and auto with us.
Oh, no, I didn't get it. All right, from the top.
Welcome to the 100-degree sweating test. Secret clinical versus ordinary antiperspirant. Turn up the heat. Looks like ordinary antiperspirants can't take the heat. Ordinary antiperspirants can't fight sweat better than Secret Clinical. Try new Secret Clinical Strength Spray.
At Operation Smile, our goal is to give a new smile for life, which means a child can breathe easier, eat without pain, and speak without fear. By bringing people access to locally trained surgeons, nurses, and specialists, we can give more children a new smile.
You can run the perfect race.
Denny Hamlin leading the pack on the final lap.
And then, boom.
Oh, Hamlin's hit. Hamlin is out of it.
That's true in racing and life. When debt hits hard, National Debt Relief helps you take control, so you can pay less than you owe in less time than you think. When life wrecks your finances, National Debt Relief helps you get back on track. Visit nationaldebtrelief.com to get started today.
There's a place no map will show you. A secret spot. A high-performance
Riley
hideout
Herbst
for
is
cars
out of
that
the
crave
race.
Chaos. New brakes? Check. Roll cage? Check. A spoiler so big it doubles as a picnic table? Oh, you bet. Every apex we nailed, every second we shaved, it's all knowledge that goes right back into your ride. Look like fun? It is. You win?
How fast could a stock car go?
Wallace will spin around in front. He'll drop the hammer. Chase Elliott now is on the prowl.
The engine hill.
Nobody's feeling it. Lady right down the middle. Go. Chastain pedaling as hard as he can.
The speed is up to the driver.
Oh, this is all over. Lawrence is going to do it. Never give up. Logano steps into history. What did we just say?
Hold on tight, because coming up next, the PBR Camping World Team Series premieres on the CW. The top bull riders in the world square off in a high-stakes team format where every ride counts. Tune in to watch the toughest sport on dirt. The PBR Camping World Team Series from Sunrise, Florida. It comes your way next right here on CW.
They don't make enough gear for me to ever get on a bull. Not a big enough helmet, anything.
Closed captioning for this race brought to you by Tableau TV. Pay once, watch forever. 32 laps to go. Connor Zilic out front. Getting close to the window opening to be able to make a pit stop and then get to the end.
It's just all how much of a risk do you want to take, because you want to pit as early as you can so that if the caution comes out, you've already got your stop done, you've got the best track position. But the one thing we've seen at these road courses is multiple overtime restarts. So you almost want to have a lap or two in the bank, and we think they're getting close to that window. But like, how risky do you want to get it? Because if you don't get a caution, then you'd like to have plenty of fuel to not be worried if we go into overtime.
A handful of drivers in the top 10 that made their pit stop either right just before the end of stage 2 or when stage 2 ended. So they should need less fuel, and that might help them as far as the timing of their stop. Zilich's going to need as much fuel as anybody when he comes to get his service. That's the bad news. The good news, though, 2.6 seconds in front of Van Gisbergen, 4.3 seconds in front of third place Austin Hill. So he is building a cushion that will help him out. And here we are. Window is open. Stops beginning. The first to give it up. Second place, the 9 is Shane Van Gisbergen. Dylan?
Yeah, this is about as early as I think you want to go just to try to protect yourself on the back end for fuel. SVG reported early in the second stage that he had no grip. They think they went too far on air pressure on that last change, so they're going to go back about half of what they changed there. SVG, now we got a car spun around here coming into turn 6, it looks like.
Sheldon Creed. Wow. And there's damage.
That's it.
Oh, Sheldon Creed, no! That will be a caution.
I mean, that's backwards in a racetrack. Caution's out.
I mean, the timing of that, impeccable for the 9.
Wow, what the fuck happened?
It's on the early side, but this caution's going to help him obviously save fuel, and also because now everybody's going to come pit and make their last stop. And Zilic might be behind a little.
SVG just pitted.
But I will say this, it looks like Jesse Love also made a stop here, and he did get out in front of the 9 of Shane.
That is a
Van
lot of
Gisbergen.
damage.
Here's the deal. Pit road closes when the caution comes out. So if you anticipate a caution, it's like pit, so you can get in and do your service and then cycle to the front if everyone then is to come under the yellow flag. They were pitting in the 9 camp before this ever happened, so this is a racing luck deal. The one thing I would say, though,
it's good luck for them.
People on pit road, everyone likely going to come here because you're in your window.
He's leaking fluids onto the track right now.
Probably not going to lose a ton of track position. We'll wait and see how it all plays out, but right now it's not going to be a huge loss for Zilich, but he does lose control for the time being, you would think, based on how you would anticipate this will shake out. And big for Sheldon Creed, who is having another good day and taking advantage, runner up here the last 2 years, and today he's going to get a DNF, and this has kind of been a theme for them this season. This will be his 7th DNF in 2025.
And he's looking at the car like something's broke that caused the issue he has right there, trying to figure out. See,
a lot of
rear tire's flat, and he's wrecked in an interesting part of the track. Like there either had to be contact with somebody that maybe cut a tire down. It's just like a weird, we've seen a couple of wrecks here, but they end up in the gravel trap or on the exit of the corner. And
what happened here?
Before you even get to the corner, so you got to think something broke, that there was contact with somebody earlier on that got him spun around.
Jaden, he moved to number 1
He's
right
standing
there.
over on that side of the car, where maybe he was thinking about sharing displeasure with someone.
I thought that might
when
cost
they
him
come
some
by.
money.
I was kind of waiting to see how that panned out. And the AMR safety team is there and escorting him, and he'll have to go to the care center and get checked out and evaluated. Let's go back and look, see if we can figure out exactly how this went down.
Looks like it's maybe Parker Retzloff makes contact. You see right here coming off the curb. Ooh. So that we saw it right when it very first happened, which was back just a little ways.
I want to see
that contact got Sheldon turned. Oh man, that could have been
better
bad.
replay.
Ooh, those guys trying to get slowed down.
This is high speed, and this is a part of the track where we have had some bad accidents at Watkins Glen in the past.
We have. You don't realize how fast you're going here until you try to get slowed down and then try to invert. I mean, you see massive wrecks in that exact area, as you mentioned, Adam, of this racetrack. It's interesting, though. It looks like they just barely made contact when Retzloff was coming off of that curb. Let's hear what Parker had to say about the incident.
Oh, I did not mean to do that, but I don't know. What happened there? Did we get to the double zero or doing himself? He just ran me to the turn. I expected maybe a little bit of a lane, I guess.
Yeah, I would say in that section of the track on the curb, the cars do move around a little bit. It looked like it was just an inch that he caught him by, and it did get the double zero spun around. It's getting ready to get chaotic right now, Adam.
Pit road is open, and everybody in
Everyone's
their
pitting.
window. Here they come. Pit stops under caution, Dylan.
And William Sawalich, who will pit from the 3rd spot, has been pretty happy with his race car. Balance hasn't changed too much the entire day. They pitted about 20 laps later than some of the other cars in the front of the field that they're pitting with right now. So a good pit stop here should cycle them closer to the front of the field. 4 tires and fuel, Kim.
Ross and Hill on the right side of your screen. Still gets free lead to run, but he doesn't want to be any tighter, so he said, I'll just deal with it. Turn 1, the biggest problem area. 4 fresh Goodyear tires, snow coat fuel. Connor Zilich on the left hand of your screen. Happy with the race car, unhappy with that caution. Kind of foiled their strategy. They had planned on coming under green, on 53. He didn't need anything in terms of balance, and he went on the jack.
He did lose a few spots there, did Zilich, in the exchange. Quapple the first off +5, Gray +3. They had made those later pit stops.
That was about a 9-minute green flag run right there.
Zilich comes off 4th behind Austin Hill and Sawalich, the 5th car off, and then we know that some drivers will stay on track here who had already made their stops. Jesse Love and Shane Van Gisbergen. We'll resort the running order, get set for the restart. It's going to come right around 27 laps to go at Watkins Glen. You're watching the NASCAR Xfinity Series on CW.
Did you bring it?
Okay, your home, auto, and business vehicle are all protected with Progressive. Nice. It gets a bit overwhelming running a business and a family. Ooh, sounds like someone could use a vacation. A what? A vacation. Like taking a break from the stresses of life and work. Oh, like when I'm logging everyone's hours so I get to sit for a while. No. Oh, like when I'm making a delivery in my van and a song comes on that I like. No. So like when I take my work van to the car wash and it's all quiet in that tunnel for like 5 minutes. No, it's like when you go away and you take pictures and I don't know, I've never been on one either. Slow down, honey.
A new driver. You'll need new insurance. Zebra compares over 100 insurance companies to find savings no one else can. Up to $400 a year.
Trevor!
Oh, look, it's my stop. The Zebra. We do the searching, you do the saving.
An all-American club combo. Extra jalapeno. Shooter likes it hot.
For just $1 more, you can make it a Happy Gilmore meal and get a collectible cup.
Gilmore with his own meal deal? Hey, Shooter, I love your cup. Actually, make it a Happy Gilmore meal. Shooter!
Fact. Consumer Cellular can help people save on their cell phone bills. That's why I cut my car in half. This year, let's cut even more things to show people how much they could save. Let's cut the face off of our helmets. Let's cut the top off of our steering wheel. Let's even cut our hats.
Isn't that just a visor?
Shut up, Chris. Great. Can't wait to see what y'all come up with.
See how we can cut your bill. Call Consumer Cellular.
Dad, this guy says that we act like Gillette Labs is some miracle, but it's just another razor?
Gillette Labs ain't a miracle, but it sure as heck ain't my old razor. It's Gillette's best shave. And with up to 30 shaves per cartridge, I'm spending less. Its ultra-sharp blades last 50% longer.
And give you a fresh blade feeling time after
Time after time after time. Gillette Labs, the best a man can get.
Keeps getting better.
There's news. And there's good news. Like thousands of patients receiving free, life-changing surgeries from volunteer doctors and nurses on hospital ships. All made possible by kindness. We love good news.
Under caution for the fourth time today here at Watkins Glen, NASCAR Xfinity Series. Second caution for incident, and it comes out going from turn 5 to turn 6. Parker Retzloff and the 00 Sheldon Creed.
Yeah, you see Parker looks like he's going to get to Sheldon's outside, which I don't even know how he would get that momentum to get up there because he was behind him coming off of the carousel. But clearly they got together right there and got Sheldon spun around. Just let's hear what Sheldon had to say.
The floor just wrecked the f*** out of us.
Yeah, I mean, it's super frustrating with that. I don't really know how the 4 even got beside him, and there's not really a great angle for us to be able to figure out. What we really would want to know is, did something happen earlier in the race, right, that maybe would cause you to want to do something, but we don't know anything about that, and I just see that as Parker got to his outside, and I don't know if Sheldon didn't know he was there or what led to that, but clearly got into the bumper, got him spun around in a very, very fast part of the track.
Watch this with Daniel Dye. Oh,
When's the Kyle Busch theme song dropping?
Oh my goodness gracious.
What?
All right, so Parker Retzloff involved in the incident. You know what? He stays out here. They said, let's just run it and see what happens. He last pitted at lap 42, so it's been a long time. Got to believe he's going to have to make a pit stop, but we'll let all that sort itself out. Jesse Love came down at lap 51. Remember, he beat Van Gisbergen.
Coming back to green here.
They took no tires. They had the presence of mind to get on pit road, didn't have time to take tires. Van Gisbergen restarts up there on row 2 with Sanchez. You got McDowell up there. They were on that strategy that pitted once the caution came.
All right, coming back green. Going to be 27 laps to go.
Position 9th prior to the
green flag is in the air.
He's got a fast car. Got to take care of it here. And the guy in position is the 9, no doubt. Best car, best track position, at least at this stage of the game. Restart coming. 27 laps to go in Watkins Glen.
Parker got a good restart, but you see Jesse Love's going to be able to have the grip, the braking capability. Is shades to the inside now of Parker Retzloff's going to run him a little bit wide as Jesse Love gets really wide. Look at the 9, going to be able to get all the way to the lead right now. Tires.
Look at 4 wide and a part of that Connor Zillage, and there was contact.
Yeah, Connor's just got to be patient right here. We know the pace that he has, and it's hard for him because the pit cycle has.
So SVG to the lead.
inside.
He might just drive away with this now.
The bus stop looks like he's going to be there. Carson does a little bit of blocking on him.
You know, I didn't think this was going to work out all that bad for Zilich, but with the drivers that have stayed out and those that were able to have a quicker pit stop, it's changed the game. That black number 11, Michael McDowell, getting aggressive.
Yeah, but Connor's got himself in a good position right now. If you look, he's up to 5th right now. There's single file in front of him. He definitely has the pace to get by these guys. Just got to be a little bit patient here. And I think the best thing for Connor is that you don't see the 9 driving off from the 2 right now. The pace just is not there for the 9 car today.
Well, it wasn't too much earlier in the race a year ago when he got the penalty for driving through the bus stop, and he came all the way back through, so he knows overcoming a tough time here. Let's get a report as he goes for the 5th position, Kim.
As Jamie mentioned, him needing to be patient. Well, I talked with crew chief Marty Lindley about what Connor needs to work on. He's so good at road courses. What's he lacking? And Marty told me when he gets behind or in traffic, he tends to make bolder, more aggressive moves. He takes much bigger risks. Marty actually wants him to be more methodical. Here was the radio from the 88 team before we went green.
Look, buddy, there's plenty of race left. Just be really patient here. Let's not tear this car up. It'll be a big penalty if we knock a fender in.
Yeah, and Connor knows that because it's from experience. He's tore some cars up getting back in traffic, and then obviously the car doesn't have the pace. You see Jesse Love getting moved out of the way right there by his teammate through the carousel. But Connor has the pace, and the one thing, Adam, that sticks out to me is when we talked to him earlier in the day, he talked about how nervous he was 1 year ago at this race, with it being his first race, and how much more comfortable he was. Well, he knows he's got the fastest car. He knows he's got enough time left in this race as he gets to the outside of Jesse Love, and all he's got to do is be methodical, like Kim said. Good information there from the crew chief.
It's hard to pass here at times.
For everyone but him.
In 1 lap, and he's up to 3rd now. Last time around, we're like, he's got to be careful. Now he's got some clean air, and it won't be long before the only thing between him and the lead is his teammate, and that's Shane Van Gisbergen.
Well, and he has everything going for him because everybody in the field knows the pace. Ooh, you see smoke right there. Is that the 18?
Yeah.
William Sawalich has some smoke.
Having such a good day. And they had gotten 4 tires there, so they were really on the good side of it in regard to strategy. Maybe it'll clear itself. We'll keep an eye on the rookie drive. Boy, a lot of smoke coming there.
They're going to have to pit for sure. Pop that fender out, get tires on. But listen, you're not out of this. This race will get chaotic by the end, but they're going to have to come in. See the contact right here with the 18. I think it was maybe Sanchez on his outside. William was on the inside. There was contact there in turn 1. We see that a lot at this track.
Back to the battle for the lead.
What about Austin Hill?
I mean, they're just tied together, and Hill just delivers on road courses. And I said this during practice and qualifying earlier, and you talked about his average finish. But when you look at top 5s in his career, he has more top 5s on the road than he has even in the draft, which makes a major statement of how good he is. He did win a Truck Series race here at Watkins, Glen. We know he's capable, but today he might have to take a back seat to this duo from Junior Motorsports. They were 1-2 at Chicago, 1-2 at Sonoma, and it won't be long before Shane Van Gisbergen and Connor Zilich are 1-2 here. 88 just coming after it.
Yeah, and Connor tried to get to the inside of Austin Hill right there, getting in turn 1, pulled out, showed him the nose, and I could tell how deep the 21 drove in. You can see the back of the car really light. You see Connor showing him the nose here again. It's going to be a tough, this is going to be his toughest pass, I think, of the day. The 21 and the 9, knowing the pace that they have and how good they are on the road. But look at how much speed Connor has out of that bus stop. He's going to try to set him up right here. I would say for a turn 1 pass again, that's probably your best opportunity. He seems really good off of turn 7, which is critical because that passing zone in turn 1, he's been so good under the brakes.
You know, despite the fact that Zilich is kind of caught up here and being patient with Austin Hill as he makes his move, the 9 of Shane Van Gisbergen not exactly driving away. Off of turn 7, 88 is there.
Yeah,
trying to get second away, and he's going to be in position into turn 1.
Yeah, he snuck inside of him right there, and I thought that Austin was going to have the momentum on the outside, but Connor kind of caught him off guard, and the 21, wasn't able to get back to the throttle where he wanted to. Connor's able to complete that pass down into turn 1. See right now how hard the 9 can race him and how this can play out. It feels like he's in a good position, has made up all that time. 8th position. We had this restart. You see he's in 2nd already.
Well, this is deja vu, right? If you go back to Chicago, restart late, and Van Gisbergen muscles Zilich out of the way, drives off to the win. Yeah, Zilich is not happy. So then we go to Sonoma the very next week, Zilich in charge. And I mean, Van Gisbergen is there, he's aggressive, but doesn't go over the top, and it's Zilich who's able to take the checkered flag.
Yeah, but the one big difference between those 2 days and today is that their pace was matched on those days. I think from stage 1 to stage 2, it was hard to pick, who had the best car. Very comparable lap times. Today, lights out. Like, Connor Zilich is by far the fastest car on the racetrack. Shane's going to be hard to pass just because he's really good in the braking zones, and he's going to kind of size Connor up of where he's good and where he needs to manage this. But Zilich today just has significantly more pace than SVG.
You said it earlier. Golfers have their favorite hole, and there's just places as drivers where you feel more comfortable. You just hit the sweet spot. And Watkins Glen has been it for Connor Zilich, and he is right there. And now you just have to take your time because you feel like, as you said, with the speed he has had, once you get the advantage, you can put some distance between yourself and the 9. Here we are to the bus stop.
Oh, that's awesome. So Shane had a bad turn 1 that resulted in not having that momentum up through the S's, and I was curious to see. Yeah, it's no overall.
Here comes Zilich.
The 9 car right there, but he had to block
right on his ass.
So he's gonna
give him a little bit of contact.
Even though they're teammates
nope.
right here, it's almost a reversal of what we saw at Sonoma, where the 9 was a little bit better. Connor might have to get a little bit of aggressive, but he's still got 22 laps to go.
I was gonna say 22 laps here is just an absolute eternity. And you want to be aggressive here, and you want the lead, but on the other side of that, we know how crazy things can get late. You might want to leave just a little bit in the tank, right? Take care of your car. So if you do get a bunch of restarts late in the game, you're protected in
21 laps to go.
Now, status quo out front. Shane Van Gisbergen leading into turn 1 over Connor Zilich.
Yeah, we always talk about how good SVG is into the braking zones, but as you look at that perspective right there, you can see the 88 able to roll in just a little bit deeper on him. Can drive in a little bit deeper into turn 2. We'll watch him go up through the S's right here. The 9 needs some rear grip, and typically if you don't have rear grip, you're not going to get into the braking zones as good just because of how loose the balance of your car is. See if he has to block here again into the bus stop. You see Connor kind of showing him the nose. SVG's probably driving out of the rearview mirror as much as he is out the windshield right now, but he actually had a decent lap the last time by. This seems to be his weakness out of the bus stop around this carousel, but I thought it looked like he was really good in turn 7, which is good for him because that turn 1's been a great passing zone for the 88 all day today.
How much better is Shane Van Gisbergen making Connor Zilich right now? 19 years old and learning from one of the best, got a front row seat, and maybe it'll be the 88 that takes the 9 to school here. Zilich is so good as they come off the turn 7. They'll see 20 laps to go this time by.
Yeah, I can't imagine that Shane's going to be able to hold him up for 20 more laps. I feel like Connor's being pretty patient right here. Has been inside of him a couple times. As he gets inside of him again and locks up that left front or right front tire on the inside of that corner. Connor's being very, very gracious to Shane right here. There's to turn 2. Now side by side, trying to get through the S's. It's so hard to go through there side by side. Connor's just trying to time this run out where he can get him into a braking zone, but Shane just kind of managing this, and their lap times aren't good right now because of all the defensive driving that he's having to do.
Yeah, but look what they're doing, putting distance between themselves and 3rd place Austin Hill and 4th place Michael McDowell. We know what a good road racer he is, but yet they're putting on this show and still starting to pull away from the competition.
Yeah, the only thing that Shane can hope for right now is that by Connor running in all the dirty air, that he maybe can overheat his tires. And Adam, that's one thing that will most likely pop up before this race is over is we've only been able to run 18 green flag laps, and we've seen a lot of tire blistering today. Oh, he's getting back to
here comes Connor Zilich, side by side. No, not going to take it there, though.
Those guys are sliding around the corner.
Zilich just keeps getting
Purchase New York, what?
Quite finish the deal. And really being wise and patient is the 88.
Well, you got to think that he can just hear Marty Lindley in his ear like over and over again saying, be patient, don't tear a fender off it. He's got a really good run right here out of turn 1, heading down into turn 2 in the S's.
Side by side, coming up the hill.
Oh, they had a little bit of contact right there.
And now Austin Hill starting to reel him in. Here comes the 21. They were pulling.
Oh, wow, here comes Austin Hill.
Back in the game.
Oh, and that's exactly what Shane
Austin Hill coming in the picture.
21 back in between them.
give him a little bit of a breather. Back straight away to the bus stop, and they are just slinging it around, hustling for all it's worth.
So look, if I'm Zillage now, I'm going to move Shane. I've been nice for 4 or 5 laps.
I would too, yeah.
It's over now because I might get knocked off the track from the 21. Let's hear what the 88 has to say.
Got McDowell not too terribly far back and forth, too.
Josh Williams, the spotter.
Good information, but I just my patience would run thin right now. I think you're going to have to do what's I know that's your teammate in front of you, and you guys have had some fun, but the pace is off because of how defensive the 9's having to drive. So when I get my next opportunity, I'm going to take it.
18 to go, and you got to believe that Josh Williams radio from the spotter stand was prior to Austin Hill getting right back in it, because they were 1.1 seconds in front of him. They had a cushion. It was really a two-man battle. It's not anymore, and that will no doubt, as you said, Jamie, change your mentality.
Well, in 4th place is 0.6 of a second quicker than what they're able to run right now. And so if you're inside the car and you're the 88 and you're the 9, you know how far this pace is off. So it's interesting. I don't feel like the 88's been able to put as much pressure on him as he could earlier in that run. You got to wonder, has the grip started to go away from having to run behind him for so many laps? But see him able to get quiet as tight as he was. You see there's like a half a car length between them right there. Around the carousel.
Blocking the shit out of it.
Marty Lindley, the crew chief.
Oh, you see, Connor's going to get to his outside. If he can run side by side with him through this corner, it's going to be in the preferred position. I think Shane might have let go just a little bit there. Power man.
Oh! Around goes SVG! Whoa! Into the wall hard! Oh my God! What the fuck?
Yeah, Connor ran wide.
What the fuck?
I don't think there's any intentions there of getting into the 9 when he came back on the track.
Into the garage, Shane. That'll be it for us.
Holy shit!
That fender, though, is not looking good on the front of the 88 either.
That's his teammate! And SVG's trying to drive away, having a hard time.
It was just a matter of time, Adam. And I'm not.
I knew he was gonna put the bumper to him. I didn't know that was gonna happen.
Nowhere to go.
Yeah, you can only block for so long before this is the result that you're gonna get. And
I mean, the kid's 18.
At some point,
nah, that's not a fucking excuse, though.
You can play the shenanigans
Is it?
for a while, but eventually someone's feelings are going to get hurt, and unfortunately the 9 came out on the short end of the deal. I think the 88...
It's a learning thing, I guess.
Let's get some more 88 radio here.
That'll be a moment that Dale Jr. sits down with him, and probably won't be the best conversation, but, you know.
What I could have done differently there. I had nowhere to go.
Yeah, if we go back and or watch that replay, when Connor got to his outside getting into turn 6, Connor overdrove
That's
that
crazy,
corner.
dude.
Let's take a
That's
look at it real quick
fucking
right here.
insane.
Connor overdrove the entry to turn 6 and obviously ran wide. This is coming off the carousel. If you watch the 88 behind the 9's going to get a little bit of a run. Gets his outside as they head down into turn 6. And then Connor overdrives the corner and is going to run a little bit wide here. I thought the 9 was letting him go, actually. But if you watch how wide the 88 runs, he goes to come back on the racetrack.
Oh.
They just...
Honestly, that doesn't look as like.
You know that angle is going to run.
He took a
out,
hard
and
hit, though.
give him just a little bit of space. Maybe the 9.
It really does not look as bad as it did on the
spotter right there.
But,
right? It's hard for the spotter.
I mean, yeah, you really had to.
Blind spot of the racetrack, depending on where the spotters are located.
And you got airborne there.
They make contact, and again, like you just don't realize how fast this track is until you see contact and you see the impact of the 9 car. But I don't blame Connor for doing anything wrong right there.
A violent hit for Shane Van Gisbergen and teammates today, and teammates for years to come at Trackhouse. SVG
that was crazy.
A multi-year extension, but he's done here this afternoon. 5th caution, and it comes for 2 dudes racing for the top spot.
You deserve the best. At Harbor Freight, you can afford it.
Stop pausing.
Performance, durability, affordability. Only one place does it all. Whatever you do, do it for less at Harbor Freight.
If you feel held back by the weight of financial decisions, we can give you the tools to help you break free. Credit Karma gives you personalized guidance to improve your credit, savings, taxes, and more, so you can find your way to money. Intuit Credit Karma. Karma you can count on.
We're with Mike. was leaving home to protect.
No, it really actually. Now that I looked at that replay, tell me if I'm wrong, but it really doesn't look like he really had much of a choice.
We're with Tara during the holidays.
I might be wrong,
She
but
misses home.
it really did not look like he could have done
Thanks
much.
to generous supporters, we're with all service members and their families who need connection, comfort, and a home away from home. Are you with them? Learn more at uso.org today.
Dinner's easy tonight. Wings to go.
We got boneless buffalo wings, garlic parmesan, sweet chili, and a whole stack of napkins in case it gets messy. Right, Pop?
I've been eating wings since before you had teeth.
Bring the heat with Blue Chew. Speak with a licensed medical provider at BlueChew.com to find out if Blue Chew is right for you.
You can run the perfect race.
It's no one's fault. Yeah, it really doesn't look like it was.
And then, boom. That's true in racing and life. When debt hits hard, National Debt Relief helps you take control, so you can pay less than you owe in less time than you think. When life wrecks your finances, National Debt Relief helps you get back on track. Visit nationaldebtrelief.com to get started today.
When your home gets bugs, the struggle is real. That's why you need Zevo, America's #1 trap. Zevo goes wherever bugs do, working 24/7 to lure, catch, and kill flying insects with no odor and no mess. Zevo kills 99.9% of bugs trapped, getting rid of bugs you didn't even know you had, for effortless protection. Zevo, people friendly, bug deadly.
No matter where you live across the country, you can earn an affordable degree online from Southern New Hampshire University.
I'm the first in my family to go to college.
I have 4 kids, and I wanted them to see me earn this degree.
SNHU is committed to your success. If you're thinking about going back to school, you can do it.
I'm very proud to be here today. It's nice to see all the families happy for their loved ones.
I'm very proud of you. I am so proud of you.
I love you.
I love you. Visit snhu.edu.
My oldest daughter, Camilla, she came out fighting. 2 days old, she had to have open heart surgery. All of a sudden, she's on, 5 different...
Well, this is where shit gets wild. I feel it.
She's a good RX.
I mean, shit already got wild, but it gets even more wild, I feel like.
$300 a month. You do the math. The money we're able to save with using Good RX, we're able to do all these extra activities. She can hit hard, too, for a little skinny thing. So it puts less stress on our household, and it puts less stress on our pockets.
Daytona and drama, they just kind of go together. Next up for the Xfinity Series after a weekend off, Friday, August 22nd. This track is so unpredictable. And then you add in, it'll be the first of 3 races to go in the regular season. Could get an upset winner that could change everything at the playoff leaderboard. We look forward to it Friday night, August 22nd on the CW. And there's the 9 car, Shane Van Gisbergen.
I think you could safely say Watkins, Glen, and Drama as well. Go hand in hand together. Massive impact right there for the 9 of Shane Van Gisbergen. Listen to this contact.
Damn, man.
It looks like he's almost stopped, and then you see the massive impact of the safer barrier right there. Car whips around.
And all 4 tires off the ground.
Yeah, that was a shot.
Let's get an update on the race leader, Connor Zilich, Kim.
Yeah, Connor still hung up on that incident. Listen to the recent radio communication.
I just don't know where I could have gone. He didn't leave me any room to rejoin. We got to shake it off and win this race. Don't worry about it later. Don't lie to me if I can wreck him either, like you did at Iowa. If I wrecked him, tell me. I'm not lying to you. You had 1 lane to get back on the track.
It really did not look like he meant,
So they continued to tell him to shake it off, told him Shane thought he was clear. They also said as far as the car, there's scuff marks, but the left front looks fine.
Yeah, and I would agree. I think when we get to talk to Shane, he's going to think that he was clear of Connor because he would have given him a car length or a car and a half to get back on the racetrack. There is no out of bounds here. Everything is the racing surface. We have curves, but you can go over those and you're going to rejoin back on. We see it all the time in turn 1, and I can't wait to hear Shane's perspective.
I want to hear it from SNG right here.
I don't think Connor did anything wrong either. I mean, those guys were racing hard. Shane was defending as hard as he could, and And when Connor came back on, you got to give racing space, because if not, we see the results of that.
We could see him go at it again tomorrow, right? Because Zilich's doing double duty this weekend, triple duty. Actually ran the truck race last night, but we'll run.
This is going to be
Final Cup start of
a
the
fun little rivalry.
Going to be great. He starts outside.
I mean, it already has been.
Ryan Blaney won the pole earlier today. Now we get to choose. Going to get a restart. 14 laps to go. Austin Hill front row. Connor Zilich in row 2. William Sawalich. That tire situation kind of worked itself out. Michael McDowell there on row 2 with him.
Yeah, that's really amazing that 18's been able to stay out, and that's either clearanced itself and has gotten better for him. We haven't seen smoke from that. Austin Hill was hoping they would get both the 88 and the 9. He was sitting in a great position. I'm curious to see if there's any rub on the 88 when you get up to speed. That front end travels down, especially through the S's. We'll see right away kind of the position that they're in. But McDowell's put himself in a great position too. We know how good he is at road racing, and as the people have eliminated themselves and it's got down to this, he's put himself in a great position, Adam.
See row 5 there, Harrison Burton, Dean Thompson. Thompson had never been here, and Thompson's teammate at Sam Hunt Racing, just outside the top 10 on the restart, is Kaz Gralla.
Here we go.
Been a very
green flag in the air, 14 laps to go.
There's a chance the best is yet to come. Here we go, green once again, Watkins Glen.
Now you saw Austin Hill spin the tires on that restart, trying to make sure that he can stay beside Connor Zilich. You see how aggressive Austin Hill gets here. Get down into turn 1. Look at the 18.
Oh! And Connor Zilich gets run off track. Austin Hill to the lead.
Michael McDowell comes through, and Taylor Gray is there as well.
Look at the 88, lost 5 positions.
Caution.
Turn 1. We saw the 21 give him a little bit of a nudge.
We got a caution for debris.
Debris.
The 18 came up really short on that whole contact. It looked like
that was about a 30-second green flag run right there.
But when Connor had to chase it up the racetrack, the 18 was on his outside.
That looks like a mirror.
That's a hubcap.
A hubcap. Oh yeah, that makes sense too.
I was gonna have a. Oh yeah, it's just the cover.
This is caution number 6.
I want some 88 radio now. Let's hear kind of his perspective on that.
Well, you know, it's interesting. Austin Hill said before the race today, I'm not changing who I am. I'm aggressive. I'm hard-nosed. I'm a roll-up-your-sleeves kind of guy.
Mr. Zero playoff points,
and
yeah.
We know, what happened at Indy. There you saw the aggression, and I'm not implicating anything here by saying that. I'm
Sounds like you are, Adam.
Noting that he is someone that is going to go get after it.
You see right here, Austin knew that the 88 had beat him on the restart. I think Connor's a little easy getting in the corner based on seeing the 18 be able to get to the outside, and then you see the 88 and the 18 both trying to get back on the racetrack, have lost all their momentum. And Adam, listen, I'm with you. Is like that's racing really hard. Connor had overslowed the corner. Austin Hill knows his chance to win today is to move that 88 out of the way. That is racing. That's part of it. We'll see how the 88 retaliates or how he races when he gets back. Let's hear kind of his perspective on what he had to say here.
This guy sure loves wrecking people. Yeah, he just flat running the back of you, so you'll be back to it.
I agree, 100%. That's what, it's exactly, I think, the way everybody sees it. I think Austin Hill will tell you that as well.
The guy loves wrecking people.
He knows that's his chance to win. The 88 is in a different league when it comes down to speed, but there's still plenty of time left for Connor to get back up there. We've seen him pass him once, and I no doubt that he'll be able to do it again.
Mentioned the fact we had 7 cautions in this race last year, had a couple of overtimes, and it's just crazy to me how you get down to the end. We saw it with the trucks yesterday evening. Everything just changes from an aggression level standpoint, and that's when you start to build the caution load. Let's hear from Shane Van Gisbergen, and here's Dylan.
He is out of the infield care center, and we'll get his thoughts. So, the 88 caught you quick, and you held him off for a while, but what's your take on how it ultimately ended?
Yeah, not ideal. Pretty gutted, really. Gutted for the junior motorsports guys. Our car wasn't great, but we still had managed to get ourselves in good position and looked great. Kubota had some cool guests here. Yeah, pretty average way to end it.
Do you feel like you left him the proper amount of room to be raced clean?
I haven't seen it yet, so I'll watch it later and work it out, but I don't know yet.
Thanks, Shane.
But
SVG taking that like a champ.
Perspective, until you see your replay to comment on exactly what happened. I sensed a little frustration there, like he felt like he didn't do anything wrong.
No, I do
think when he goes back and sees that,
I don't think he was at that.
Clearly wishes that he had left a gap there for Connor to get back on his inside.
Let's go back now under caution and watch Connor Zilic here.
Well, maybe just sensing a little bit of frustration. Maybe just going up to tell him he's number one, right?
Could very well
say
be.
hello.
This will not be the last time we see these two together here.
That's when your spotter's screaming. Use your head. You see just a little bit of contact there. That's just frustration
went up and
on Connor's part.
Showed some frustration there.
Make you feel better in the moment.
Now we go Austin Hill radio.
Was I getting pushed there or no? Did I just blow it? I was just you and the 88 there landing into the corner after you guys made contact. The 11 gave you just a little push there, late exit, but all is good.
I think Austin was referring to the initial contact, which he was not getting pushed. It did look like Connor overslowed that corner, being a little more cautious, judging off of the 18 being on his outside, but no pushing there.
Austin Hill, who's won here in the trucks, looking for his first road course win. Michael McDowell, last time he raced in the Xfinity Series, 2016, a winner at Road America. And driving that 11 car for Colleague, you know, they made the announcement about 10 days ago that they were going to release Josh Williams and go just on a fact-finding mission on where their program was and put some Cup drivers in it and see where they are down the stretch of the regular season. Carson Hocevar 6th last week at Iowa. McDowell's been fast today. Justin Haley will drive the 11 in a couple of weeks' time at Daytona on a Friday night there. Haley's had a lot of success with Colleague over the years, especially in the draft. Then you go, on back a little bit. Taylor Gray running third. And this team has been so close so many times, including on the road course at Mexico City when he finished second. He comes in with a nice advantage over the cut line. Certainly got a great shot to make it into the playoffs, but they want to win. And he's got a chance to do it here today, despite the fact that they lost ground on that pit stop earlier when it wouldn't free fire and he killed the engine coming off. But unfortunately, they lost the spots there, but they've gained them back, and he's in third. Sammy Smith's won this year, and then you get back to the end of the top five, and Connor Zilic, who's going to try and come from behind to get it done for his second straight year at Watkins Glen.
Yeah, Taylor Gray's done a great job. It's like they're coming to the choose here now. McDowell's going to line up on the front row with Austin Hill. Be curious to see Taylor Gray knowing how Austin Hill got the lead. Like, do you race the same way? Like, what do these guys choose to do? And unfortunately, when you get down to the end of these, still have 12 to go, have 11 to go when we get to the line, it gets really aggressive. You see it every year when you come here. There's everybody trying to get every inch, and normally this I would guess that this would not be the last caution we're going to have today.
Now you talk about that regular season championship, 16 points separating three drivers coming in. Row 3, Mayer, Zilic, a part of that mix, and then right behind him in row 4 is Justin Allgaier. Big story to follow toward the end of the race. Austin Green, he's just a top 10 machine when we go road racing, driving for Jordan Anderson. Going to restart on row 5 with Dean Thompson, who's looking for another top 10 over at Sam Hunt Racing in his rookie campaign. 11 laps to go when we get the restart. Hill, McDowell out front.
All right, back green. Austin Hill, Michael McDowell.
See the 8's going to give the 11 a little bit of a push here down into turn 1. They exit this corner. McDowell's going to have to give him a little bit of room. Can he get the power down, though? Keep the momentum up. It looks like he can.
Look at Zilic coming through.
Oh, damn.
McDowell to the lead.
McDowell to the lead.
Side of turn 1. Michael McDowell to the point. Hill to second. Sammy Smith is third. And there's Zilic up to fourth. He got around Taylor Gray. And Mayer trying to do the same.
Yeah, see if Zilic can get inside of his teammate, Sammy Smith here, getting into the bus stop. Get back in line. Michael McDowell, what a restart for him from the outside. got to be patient. Still 11 laps to go in this race. Though he's got the pace. You see Austin Hill now getting back to the inside of Michael McDowell. Zilich needs these two to race side by side. Slow him down. He doesn't want one of them to check out or to have to. He wants those guys to do exactly what they're doing right here. As you see, they're leaning on each other. Contact turn 6.
Contact.
Wide, way wide. Hill comes back through. Can he get the race lead?
Oh, man. Great side by side. What a great race.
10 laps to go at Watkins Glen. Zilich to third.
Oh, man.
If you're Austin Hill and you look in your mirror and you know who's behind you, like, how hard do you race? Yeah, I think it's a good plan. You see Zilich is going to go all the way up the side.
Here comes Connor Zilich.
Guys beside in turn 1. Zilich to second.
Zilich to second. Here he comes for the lead. Wow. Crazy.
Incredible. He was able to turn inside him.
That kid's insane.
Deep breath, Connor. Deep breath.
Oof.
Look at Taylor Gray.
Taylor Gray.
Mounding through the dirt, exiting the bus stop.
Yeah, the concern there is how much got in the radiators. You see Austin Hill and McDowell still going at it with each other. Those two raced each other so hard, Adam. I don't even know that they saw Zilich coming at that as quick as he was.
Just remarkable what Zilich is able to do. I thought the car was compromised after the contact, lost the race lead, and it appeared for the first time today he was human. But he's able to rally on a restart, grab the top spot back. 9 laps to go. He is in charge.
He's not human. I mean, he is, but he isn't.
Lockup on the right front from Connor. They're warning him right there of that. Sometimes you can't feel that, and so they just will tell you to remind you, like, be careful. That inside tire tends to be the one that always locks up. Austin Hill is a little bit vulnerable right now. It looked like he had, I thought, the third best car when the 88 and the 9 were out in front, but it just seems like after this restart, the 21 car has struggled a little bit.
And we referenced all those drivers going for the regular season championship, restarting inside the top 10. Mayer's still up there in the top 5. Allgaier's fallen outside the top 10 and continues to fade. He just went from 12th to 15th. Sawalich has done a great job today.
Oh my God! Oh, man! What a big crash. That's a big one. Oh, my God! Stop the race, stop the race, stop the race, stop the race. McDowell, hard crash. Was that by Austin Hill? Holy fuck. Oh my God. Suspend the guy again.
This portion of the racetrack is, and some of the big crashes we've seen here. And now another complete carnage between turn 5
well, that's
and
going
6 at Watkins
to definitely be a red flag.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to go back and see similar
Holy
to the red
fuck.
Creed incident, right? Like, we saw Austin Hill get really wide right there and then coming back on. It looked like he caught the back end of McDowell's car. And I heard someone say he hooked me, but I couldn't make out who we were listening to right there. But
well, I'll be fair. I'll be fair. If it was accidental, I'll say that. If it looks accidental to me, I'll say that.
Guys way in the back, never slowing down and just like driving into the wreck, like their spotters hadn't told them what was going on up ahead of
red
them.
flag is obviously out or about to come
Preston
out.
Pardis parked there. Ryan Sieg, Kyle Sieg, Jesse Love, Jeff Burton, Anthony Alfredo.
Tell you that we have seen like super speedway type wrecks in this section of the track. Watch Austin Hill.
This is the same place McDowell had a big wreck here before. You know.
Here. We saw this, and then it's like when Austin's.
Okay, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know if he did that on purpose.
And then you can see the visibility goes away.
Oh man, I missed that one.
I don't think that's intentional, Adam. I think that is awesome.
Okay, well, thank you, JB. At least I'm not crazy.
Very similar to what we saw with Retzlaff. I know there's going to be some frustrated people. Oh, Oh, look at those guys that have slowed down behind, and others that just came piling in there.
It's just crazy how tight this area is. It just funnels down. And once you get a driver out of shape in this portion,
McDowell's wreck is massive right
just
there.
Nowhere to go, and the impact was just
It's one of the
crazy
crazier Watkins Glen crashes.
Who drove into the wreck back
So red
there?
flag is out at 5:33.
He was the one, I think, that got his wheels off the ground. But it was hard to tell what was happening behind him.
Well, this would be a good perspective right here. If it swings around, you see the 21 get to the outside. Yeah, and you see they're just all trying to get back into the line, back on the track. And you almost got to wonder as we watch these wrecks if you need an out of bounds, right? Like, that's really rough over there. It's not the racing surface, but it's legal, and you can go out there. This would be a good perspective from Eckes. He's going to make it through this wreck.
Oh my God. It's like driving through a war zone.
Debris. It's bouncing around the track, floating through the air. This is just a spectacular
this is a fucking mess, yeah.
To see the emergency equipment there, all the crashed race cars, and all the safety officials that are there tending to the drivers to make sure everyone is in fact okay. Here's Austin Hill.
Austin Bin Laden.
Samadi, man. I hope he's okay. I'm sitting there like at his left recorder. I don't get it. Yeah, that was a hard lick. I was just trying to get to his left side there on the exit.
16 cars involved in this crash that has led us to a red flag with 8 laps to go at Watkins Glen.
Look at that 11 car.
Oh, man. So we're under the red flag here with 8 laps to go at Watkins Glen. This could take a while, I would imagine, as this is a big cleanup.
Same area.
Oh, my God.
Is when we had the incident with Sheldon Creed and Parker Retzlaff, the difference there is that we had been under green for quite a while, and so the field was far more spread out. We just had a restart a couple of laps ago, and so everyone was still tight and racing so hard for position. And that's the reason, once you get in this area and you get one...
And that is why we don't need to pave over every runoff area. That's true.
Escape. And that's what led to what we see here, all this debris.
Adam, one thing to keep in mind is that section of the racetrack, the spotters are actually over at the bus stop.
All right, no. Somebody give me an opinion. Am I fucking crazy, or like...
You're not on your own, but you kind of are on your own at that.
Did it kind of look like Austin Hill didn't really mean to do that?
If you're in McDowell's position...
Yeah, McDowell had a really similar crash at that same spot in 2014. Yeah, that was a bad crash. They ended up delaying the race for like an hour and a half cleaning that one up.
Situation that we saw with Creed and Retzlaff, where someone got to that left rear trying to get to their inside, and as they come back on the track, that it's rough. You're going over those curves, and both of those cars got hooked, but I don't feel like...
But like, am I crazy? Does it not look like he did that intentionally?
A racing incident, and it's unfortunate
16
that
cars
it's
involved.
I mean, Sheldon's wreck was big as well, but that impact for McDowell was on another level.
7th caution of the day leads to a red flag. Contact coming out of turn 5. The 11 is Michael McDowell, who comes across the racetrack and just...
I doubt that was intentional. See, thank you.
For so many behind him, nowhere to go, and keeping in mind...
Okay, but then Andy's saying he did wreck him on purpose.
Inside the top 5, okay. Top 10. Austin Green sneaks through. Christian Eckes.
You know what?
Carson Quapple. But some of the
we're doing a poll.
Not so fortunate.
Can I even do that?
A lot of cleanup.
Oh, wait, I think I can do it down here.
Watkins Glen.
There we go.
We'll take a break and come back. You're watching the NASCAR Xfinity Series on CW.
There we go.
Harbor Freight tools keep getting better with time. Better performance, better durability.
Red flag already lifted?
Better value. Come on in and see for yourself. Whatever you do it for less at Harbor Freight.
If you're living with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis or active psoriatic arthritis, symptoms can sometimes hold you back. But now there's Skyrizi, so you can be all in with clear skin. Things are getting clearer. Yeah, I feel free. It's in my skin, yeah, that's on me. Nothing is everything. With Skyrizi, you can show up with 90% clear skin. And if you have psoriatic arthritis, Skyrizi can help you move with less joint pain, stiffness, swelling, and fatigue. Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Still red. I don't know why they did that.
Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
Thanks to Skyrizi, there's nothing like clear skin and better movement. And that means everything.
Yeah, you got time.
Now's the time. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi. Learn how AbbVie can help you save.
Yeah, no, they're still under red.
When you wash with Snuggle, your loved ones will feel at home. On center stage, at the school dance, or away from home. Cuddly softness, long-lasting familiar freshness. That's the Snuggle promise. Snuggle, the comfort of home.
There's news. And there's good news. Like thousands of patients receiving free
Austin Hill is #1 on trending
from volunteer doctors
in the United States right now.
Ships, all made possible by kindness. We love good news.
You can run the perfect race.
Denny Hamlin leading the pack on the final lap.
And then, boom.
Oh, Hamlin's hit. Hamlin is out of it.
That's true in racing and life. When debt hits hard, National Debt Relief helps you take control, so you can pay less than you owe in less time than you think. When life wrecks your finances, National Debt Relief helps you get back on track. Visit nationaldebtrelief.com to get started today.
Red flag is out at Watkins Glen. Just had the largest crash ever in the Xfinity Series here. 16 cars involved. It happened between turns 5 and 6. Austin Hill racing for position with Michael McDowell. There's contact and just nowhere for drivers to go in this portion of the racetrack.
Yeah, one thing, Adam, that I think is worth pointing out is this right
I'm not
here,
going to post this tweet.
Circled is the spotter stand. The wreck
because it's fucked up.
Happened right down here.
But it would probably do some numbers on Twitter.
Stand, you can't see anything there. So the spotters stand over there because you see a lot of passing over here.
I was under to Jaden and
like into this
Camden though.
Early section of the carousel. They can manage that, but the drivers. I mean, once you get to this middle section right here, you're on your own. You're kind of your own spotter inside of the car, and I think that's why you've seen like both of those incidents where somebody trying to get to the outside. I mean, it's obviously super hard racing, but I don't think that anyone is like we listen. Austin Hill 2 weeks ago at Indy, like got suspended for hooking somebody, and it looked intentional, and that's what I said. And I know Austin has denied that, and he's the only one that knows. But when I look at this scenario or Parker Retzlaff's, I know there's emotions from other teams and other drivers who are involved in this that are mad, but I don't have a biased opinion. I call things the way that I see them, and when I look at that, I don't see that as a I'm going to hook you into this wall. I think it's a racing incident, and it's unfortunate, and I hate it for Michael McDowell, this massive impact he had, but I don't think that Retzlaff's intention or Austin Hill's intention in this incident was to try to hook somebody or turn them around at that section of the racetrack. I just don't see it happening.
Here's the good news. All the drivers that were involved were able to climb, from their race cars. They'll all go to the care center and get evaluated, but we're glad that they were all able to climb out. The field sits here on the back straightaway just short of the bus stop, waiting for everything to be cleaned and cleared so we can go back under caution. Scary
I should post that. I'm going to show you guys.
One more time.
The caption is Austin Hill in the state of New York. And then...
And once Michael McDowell caught the inside wall, just thrown into that outside barrier.
I'm a terrible person. I'm definitely I mean, we've already established that, though. So...
that we called him out for 2 weeks ago?
No, I think it's
You deserve the best. At Harbor Freight, you can afford it. Performance, durability, affordability. Only one place does it all. Whatever you do, do it for less at Harbor Freight.
If you're living with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis or active psoriatic arthritis, symptoms can sometimes hold you back. But now there's Sky Rizzy, so you can be all in with clearer skin.
Things are getting clearer. Yeah, I feel free. It's in my skin, yeah, that's on me. Nothing is everything.
With Sky Rizzy, you can show up with 90% clearer skin. And if you have psoriatic arthritis, Sky Rizzy can help you move with less joint pain, stiffness, swelling, and fatigue. Sky Rizzy is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses. Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines. Thanks to Sky Rizzy, there's nothing like clearer skin and better movement. And that means everything. Now's the time. Ask your doctor about Sky Rizzy. Learn how AbbVie can help you save.
This sweater? New? No. I've washed it 30 times with Persil. The color's still vibrant for out late, out cold, outside. It's vibrant wash after wash. Clothes look newer for longer with Persil.
We're with Mike, who's leaving home to protect his family. And yours. We're with
I'm
Terry
doing it. Fuck it.
during the holidays, when she misses home the most. Thanks to generous supporters, we're with all service members and their families who need connection, comfort, and a home away from home. Are you with them? Learn more at uso.org today.
You can run the perfect race.
Denny Hamlin leading the pack on the
All right, now I'm deleting it. I just wanted to be out there in the ether for about 20 seconds. So anybody, it's, you know.
That's true in racing.
They always say what's online stays online forever.
National Debt Relief helps
So I just wanted to put it out there in the ether for about 20 seconds, see if it actually stays out there forever. Comes back to haunt me in like 10 years when I'm trying to find a job.
Helps you get back on track. Visit nationaldebtrelief.com to get started today.
Cleanup continues here at Watkins, Glen. A little repair to the barrier there on the inside of the racetrack going on as well. And this is one of those times you just have to salute all of our safety workers, because you never know when the moment's going to come.
Yeah, this one could take a bit.
Jump into action, and they have all done
Clipped. There you go,
job
dude.
of getting to all these drivers and executing the plan here in this situation so well. Now let's hear from William Sawalich, one of those drivers that had to go to the infield care center. Here's Dylan.
Right, Adam. The drivers are starting to be released here at the care center. So what was your vantage point of that? And
here's William Sawalich.
Could you see anything to try to miss that?
Not really. I didn't even know what I hit until I saw the replay, and apparently I hit a tire flying through the air. So that's just our year's luck. But it is what it is. The boys brought a good Sound Gear GR Supra that was fast as Xfinity Mobile. So we had some good battles throughout the day and just really good speed no matter what happened to us in the race. We had really good restarts and just can't be prouder of our team.
Yeah, and just to expand on that, it has been a obviously work in progress. We've talked about it a lot with you, but this was a run that you were up front all day. How proud are you of the effort, even though the result is not going to be there?
Yeah, I mean, really proud. I've been working on road courses this whole season, working with
more people vote in the damn poll. We need better.
Been very beneficial for me, and
still 50-50.
Anything I can do to learn, I'm trying to apply.
Glad you're okay.
That was crazy, the replay, and we were just breaking down some of what happened there during our commercial break, and we saw what it was that got the 18. Looked like Sawalich might get through there, and that tire just comes down and destroys the front end of his race car. We'll watch it again here. 18 coming in your picture there, and boom.
You see that tire get right in the center of the hood. You know, when you have a wreck like that in front of you, you see some of those guys come in there way too fast, but you don't know, you don't expect a road course to be completely blocked, but as you mentioned, it kind of funnels down right there, and I don't think anybody expected that we were going to have that massive of a wreck.
Well, we talk about it so many times, and just how the level of aggression, the intensity, it changes. Just human nature. It's natural in NASCAR. When you get down to the closing laps and you see it out there in front of you, you want to go get it. And that's what everybody's doing there. And it's hard to turn that off once you get it going. And for so many, just wrong place, wrong time, nothing they could do. Connor Zilic, after all this, sits out front and waits to get back under yellow and eventually the green flag. Here's what the race leaders radio is saying.
Think about this restart. The Tony, you think 21 drive through him again? There's a good chance. I don't think we can be left that he's going to drive into our door, but he's behind us. We can't stop it. I think hopefully he chooses left and we just keep him beside us. It's going to be our best bet.
I would want him beside me, but he was beside him on the last restart, and Connor did such a good job that he cleared him, and that's what allowed the 21 to get behind him. I mean, it's almost like you got to think that Austin won't do that twice. But if I'm Zilic, and I do feel that way, if Austin picks beside me, I probably don't get as good of a restart, and I make sure that he gets to stay beside me a little bit more heading down into turn one, so then I get to control my own destiny. When you get to turn one, then I can wash him wide. I just would hope that he doesn't pick directly behind me. I feel pretty good about having my teammate there. You see the 8 car, who maybe would pick behind most likely if Austin goes to the outside. But that's really all you can do, is just try to keep him beside you down into turn one if you're worried about him moving you out of the way again.
Here's Kim.
Here with Marty Lindley, crew chief for Connor Zilic. We heard a little apprehension on the radio in terms of the choose and what Austin Hill's going to do on the restart. Is there any hesitation when you think about restarting here around the 21?
Well, sure. I mean, the last one didn't go well for us. He shipped us off in a corner there. We lost 4 or 5 spots. So we got to survive turn one here. If we can survive turn one, I think we'll be in good shape.
You and I talked this morning just about how you've tried to drill into Connor about being methodical when he gets caught in traffic. Obviously, an untimely caution kind of spoiled your strategy. He found himself in traffic, worked himself through that. How would you kind of grade him on how he's matured here in this race?
He's done a good job. I mean, for the most part, all the fenders are on. There was a little bit of contact with SVG, and I hate to see that, but I think SVG thought he was clear and just didn't give Connor no room to get back onto the track. So I thought he's drove a great race. He's been a dominant car all day, and I just hope he finishes off.
Good luck.
Thanks.
That's Marty Lindley. This team, the 88 team, looking for their 6th win of the season, Dylan.
And Kim, Michael McDowell has been released from the Infield Care Center. Great to see him out here after a hellacious crash there. So you said you've seen a little bit of the replay. I think we'll show it again here, but what's your view on what happened?
Yeah, I don't want to say anything dumb because you can tell you go back and watch it all, but I felt like I got 2 good restarts there and was able to take the lead clean. I didn't rough up the 21 at all. I didn't feel like, but it just kind of felt like he kept trying to move me there in the carousel, and then there, I can see here. I mean, he was never going to get alongside you there. I was all the way out, and he wasn't even alongside. Just turned me. So yeah, it's unfortunate. I hate it for everybody at College Racing. We were just trying to get a trophy there and had a couple shots at it. We had Bailey Zimmerman here actually at the racetrack hanging out, and was hoping to get them the victory lane. And
dude's a terrible driver,
just
though.
Unfortunate.
Austin Hill.
Racing and
I mean, like a good driver, but
Chris Rice and
also not
call.
good driver in the sense of where he can win races. But
I was trying to do a good job for him there, but it's not
multiple times
I know the
done
result
this
is
shit.
not going to be what you want, but did you enjoy getting back in the Xfinity Series and racing today? Was it fun for you?
Yeah, it took me about 30 laps to get it figured out and get the timing of it. The cars just drive so different compared to the next-gen cars. So it took me a little while, but then I got the rhythm and felt like I was executing the race starts in the brake zones and doing all the thing I needed to do, and it just didn't work out.
Thanks for your time. Glad you're okay.
We've always said Watkins Glen is the super speedway of road courses, and we've had some super speedway size crashes here, and we talk about this area of the racetrack, and unfortunately it's not the first time for Michael McDowell. Cup race 2014, and this is just unreal. Driving the 95, he and Ryan Newman get together. Newman hits about where McDowell did, or not too far off of it, and then wow, just incredible.
This is when you really get a sense of what the speed is here. And Adam, I would just go back as we listen to that interview from Michael McDowell. I'm with him. I want to make clear that when we analyze these wrecks, I agree with Michael that there was really no place for Austin Hill to go. Like trying to get to the outside, you're going to run into dirt.
But it's just so dumb to be.
Trying to get across,
but why are you trying to go down there?
Intentional on Austin Hill, like I'm going to get to his outside hooking, and there's a big difference there because what people have been in trouble for in the past is when you see someone intentionally hook someone in the right rear and turn them into the wall. Intention is everything in this situation. I don't know that Austin Hill made the best decision right there. It was obviously a poor decision, but it's a decision he made. But I don't think his intention when he got out there was that he was mad at Michael McDowell. I'm going to hook him right here. And there's a really big difference in those two, and the way that we view them, the way that NASCAR views them, and I think the way, if you're at home watching this on TV, I know that there's a lot of people frustrated and upset with the outcome of this, but when you look at intention, it's everything in this scenario. Was it a great decision? No, but I don't think that Austin Hill's intention at that point was to hook him.
And Michael McDowell is okay, and it's great that he's come from the infield care center after a
shows
very,
he's not a good driver
scary
though.
crash.
If you can't match up your decision and intention,
under the red flag as clean up and repair
in a situation like that.
And Watkins, Glen, stay with us on the CW.
So still doing repairs, still doing cleanup.
When you wash with Snuggle,
it's been about a 21-minute red flag so far.
On center stage, at the school dance, or away from home. Cuddly softness, long-lasting familiar freshness. That's the Snuggle promise. Snuggle, the comfort of home.
45 minutes is all it takes to take a lunch break, stream your favorite show, chat with mom. But for a child born with a cleft condition, that's the time it could take to heal their smile. With your help,
did you watch the Watkins Glen race and complete with an onboard of Marcus
surgery.
Ambrose? That's cool.
One that gives a new smile in as little as 45 minutes and transforms a life forever. Scan or go online today.
Back to the game I love.
It was the only time I've ever been to this track.
Keep up with the guys again. It's why I wanted more for my symptomatic obstructive HCM. So I asked my cardiologist about Camzyos. With Camzyos, my symptoms have improved, and I can be more active now. It's a difference I can feel, and they can see. And she can too.
Camzyos works by targeting what's causing OHCM, and it's proven to reduce obstruction in the heart 4 times more. Camzyos may cause serious side effects, including heart failure that can lead to death, a risk that's increased with serious infection, irregular heartbeat, or with certain other medicines. Do not stop, start, or change medicines or dose without telling your doctor. You must have echocardiograms before and during treatment. Seek help for new or worsening heart failure symptoms. Camzyos is only available through a restricted program. Before taking Camzyos, tell your doctor about all your medical conditions and current or planned pregnancy. Camzyos, first in its class to treat symptomatic OHCM.
It's great to be playing again. Ask your cardiologist about Camzyos.
What causes a curve down there? Is it Peyronie's disease? Is there somebody I can talk to for help?
I got somebody for that.
I got somebody for that. I got somebody for that.
You guys got somebody for Peyronie's disease? There's hope for the estimated 1 in 10 men who may have Peyronie's disease, or PD. A urology specialist who treats PD can help you create a plan, including non-surgical options. Find somebody today at gogetsomebody.com.
This sweater? New? No. I've washed it 30 times with Persil. The color's still vibrant for out late. Out cold. Outside. It's vibrant wash after wash. Clothes look newer for longer with Persil.
Still on the red flag, 8 to go.
Big crash happened between turns 5 and 6. Connor Zilic leads, Austin Hill second, and he was a part of the contact when everything broke loose there coming out of the carousel. Let's visit with driver 21 now.
Hey, Austin, it's Jamie and Adam in the CW booth. You got us?
Yeah, I got you.
All right, well, we've been able to watch quite a few replays up here. You know, massive wreck over there heading up to turn 6. Just give us your perspective of kind of what happened there leading out of the carousel and trying to get to Michael's outside.
Yeah, the 11 had been struggling a little bit in front of me for a few laps.
Here's Austin Hill.
Through the carousel, across the middle and the exit, and I thought if I got a big enough run, I might could get to his left side and kind of have positioning getting into the left-hander 10, and you know, I obviously haven't seen the replay, but I don't know if I just went far enough along beside him. I know the grass was coming up. We were running out of real estate there. Hindsight, I probably should have just lifted and got back in line and live to fight another corner. I hate it for everyone involved. That's definitely not what I wanted to happen coming back from what we had going on. So, yeah, I mean, all we can do is get it behind us, put our head down, and still in a shot to win this thing. So I just got to get my mind right for this upcoming restart.
Yeah, is that an area that you've been able to make some passes maybe earlier in the race and it made that move work?
Yeah, I mean, I was getting good runs off the corner a few times and could get, mainly I would get to people's right side, and that, you know, that time I ended up getting to his left side. Thought that it could work. You know, we obviously don't have a ton of spotters around here. I don't know if he has a spotter off of that carousel corner. He might not. But as soon as I saw that he was kind of staying tight to the grass, I probably should have lifted. Yeah, I mean, that was definitely just on me. Just a driver error. I'm just going for it here. The 88's driving away from us, and felt like that was one of those moves that I just needed to try to make a move as fast as possible on the 11, and destroyed a lot of race cars. So it's just really unfortunate.
Yeah. All right. Well, hey, thanks for talking to us. Really appreciate it. And here, good luck the rest of the race, buddy.
Yeah, we appreciate that from Austin Hill. Let's go down to Dylan.
Yeah, let's catch up with Ryan Sieg, who has also been released from the infield care center. So what did you see there? And ultimately now the points are obviously a main focus too. Minus 36 as we sit right now. So what do the next 3 races look like for you guys?
No, we're going to have to just kill it the next 3 races to try to put ourselves into the playoffs. I couldn't see anything, you know what I mean? Just saw dust, and then by the time spotter said check up, I was underneath somebody. I don't know what caused it all. Just, I don't know, not a lot of give and take, which will tend to go, but you know what I mean? It's just, I don't know. I think I've wrecked more lately, or in the past few years, than I have all my Xfinity career. It's just, it's tough. You can, you know what I mean, hardly race because everybody seems to just get wiped out. Just, we brought a great sides forward, just working our way through the field. Just wasn't the best of cars. We worked on it, got better and better throughout the race, and just tried to put ourselves in a good position to put tires on at the end and try to gain some spots. But end result was not what we needed.
Thanks, Ryan.
Yeah, Dylan referenced the point situation, and they'd been on such a climb, and unfortunately the momentum comes to a halt today, and now the pressure is on with what will be 3 races to go as we exit Watkins Glen. They're bringing some concrete over to try and help
still looks like this
reinforce
could
the
take a
wall where
bit.
we had the accident.
But a half hour at this point.
5 and 6.
We're almost
We've
27
already
minutes.
brought in at least one of those concrete barriers to slide in behind the existing barrier that is there. And you know, to do this on the fly is very, very challenging, but you know what a hot spot this area of the track is, and you don't, if you're NASCAR and everyone involved on the safety side, you just can't go back racing until you know you've got everything where it needs to be from a safety perspective.
Yeah, and I can speak from experience because I've hit that Armco barrier actually in the S's. I blew a tire out, and it looks like it gives, but it feels like a concrete wall when you hit it. That impact that McDowell had to cause that much damage. So thankful to see Michael get out.
It really is one of the more unsafe tracks NASCAR has.
That was huge. And
the wall repair continues here at Watkins Glen. We sit and we wait for the finish. It's the NASCAR Xfinity Series on CW.
My moderate to severe plaque psoriasis held me back. Now with Sky Rizzy, I'm all in with clear skin. Things are getting clearer. I feel free to bear my skin, yeah, that's on me. Nothing is everything. With Sky Rizzy, 3 out of 4 people achieved 90% clearer skin at 4 months, and most people were clearer even at 5 years. Sky Rizzy is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses. Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions.
Maybe one day we'll live in a world where every wall has a safer barrier, no matter
infections and TB. Tell your
what the
doctor
speeds
about
are.
flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
Yeah, I hope so. I think every wall should have a safer barrier.
Now's the time. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist prescribed biologic in psoriasis. Learn how AbbVie can help you save.
What if I told you that one of the best things you can do to improve the look and performance of your car can be done for under $20 and in less than 30 minutes?
Fix your cloudy and weathered headlights with Cerakote's #1 best-selling ceramic headlight restoration kit in just 3 easy steps and without power tools. Just wipe, sand, and apply. It's that easy. Cerakote restores and protects, and for as long as you own your vehicle, it's guaranteed. You can trust Cerakote with over 60,000 5-star reviews. Don't wait until it's too late. Buy today for under $20.
It is time!
Tonight,
Let's get some champions established.
the AVP League storms into Dallas. And the battle to rule the beach only gets hotter.
That ball came in so hot.
As the best in the world continue their quest for glory. All summer long.
Yeah, let's go.
The AVP League, live from Dallas. Tonight at 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific.
CW in NASCAR, this is so awesome. Start your
CW.
Let's have a little fun.
Tuesday, the irresistible force is here. NXT on the CW means business. As Nia Jax
I impose my will, because any ring I step into is mine.
clashes with Last Legend.
I am the most dominant woman in all of WWE.
God, it's like two locomotives collide.
NXT, all new this Tuesday at 8/7 Central on the CW.
Hold on tight, because coming up next, the PBR Camping World Team Series premieres on the CW. The top bull riders in the world square off in a high-stakes team format where every ride counts. Tune in to watch the toughest sport on dirt. The PBR Camping World Team Series from Sunrise, Florida, comes your way next on CW.
A couple Indiana boys.
Well, you know, if you can hang on there for 8 seconds, then you get a prize.
It's right, a chicken.
Whatever series that is, right? Coming to the CW sometime soon. So we're under the red flag here for this wild crash that happened between turns 5 and 6. Connor Zillage is the race leader. Now, he had gotten moved out of the way 2 restarts ago when there was contact, he and Austin Hill. Restarted 5th, gets 1 on the opening lap of the restart, so he's running 4th. And that second lap of the restart, just magic. Watch this. I mean, he gets his teammate Sammy Smith, and you can see McDowell up there racing with Austin Hill, and you just felt like right now is the time for the 88, and boy, did he make it happen.
Yeah, 21 and the 11 run wide. Connor's able to stay, basically on the racetrack right there, and just has the preferred position getting into turn 2, and he's been so good through these S's all race long. You see right here, able to get back in front of the 21, and then this is the move that impressed me. He gets a little bit of a draft off the 11, pulls the inside, just power move down to the inside of the bus stop to get the lead.
4th to 1st, you could call it a lap. It was more like a 4th of a lap, really, when you consider where he started his moves and where he was able to get back on point. So let's dial up driver 88.
Hey, Connor, it's Jamie in the CW booth. You got me?
Yeah, I got you, Jamie.
All right, well, when I look at the stats, it looks like an uneventful day, 53 laps, a little bit on the pole, but it's been anything but that. You've had a little bit of contact. Is your car, you think, where you need it to be now for the rest of this race?
Yeah, my car is definitely as fast as Xfinity Mobile, and this Junior Motorsports team has no quit. Our Logistics Chevrolet is still really fast even after a little bit of damage. It's just about getting up front and getting that clean air, and I know if we can do that, we'll be good.
I'm sure Xfinity Mobile appreciates you working that into our interview. I want to ask you about the 21 car. He, obviously was willing to move you out of the way on the 2 restarts ago, got you a little bit behind. You've got a decision to make here again with him. If he picks on your outside, like what's your plan? Like, do you feel like you want to be on the inside, the outside? What's your thought going into this? And I know sitting there has to make it hard as well, trying to figure out what the right decision is to do.
Yeah, I sure don't want him on my inside after seeing what he did last time. So
yeah.
I think I just got to do a better job keeping him outside of me, but hopefully he doesn't line up behind me and do the same thing again. But yeah, I feel like I've raced him clean, but as you can see with me and the contact with the 11, he's not trying to do the same.
Do you feel like when you, on that last restart, just kind of...
I think Connor Zillis is a
you were maybe
stoner.
a little careful getting into the turn one to make sure you didn't overdrive it. Were you more careful on that restart, and will you change anything up on this one?
I was more so backing it up in case he hit me, so that I had a little bit of room to give. But yeah, I don't really know. I think he had his mindset on moving me out of the way, and that's just kind of how it is. So we'll see what happens here. I'm sure it's going to happen again if he gets behind me, but I'll do my best to not let him get behind me and try and get through turn one cleanly.
All right, man. Well, it's been fun to watch. The speed of the 88 car all day long today it's been amazing to see how quick you've been. You said this is your favorite track, and I think all of us watching at home know why now.
I'm a little biased.
You talk about that restart where Zilic and Hill got together, and the door that can open.
So still under the red flag with 8 laps to go.
And some drivers could
been under the red flag for 36 minutes now.
Once we go back under the caution flag and pit road is open. But just as they sit on track right now under the red, you got Sammy Smith there, who's in position in third. You got a great race car, been fast today, could take advantage. Sam Mayer, who's won here at Watkins Glen, obviously won last week at Iowa. We know what he's capable of in the 41. But then start looking behind them. What a day that could be had here if you're Austin Green, who's 5th. Think about what Christian Eckes has been through. Really good in practice. Been good on the road courses this year, the rookie driver. And then he has an incident late in practice, can't even make a qualifying run. Through some strategy, got in the top 15, but then they have an unscheduled pit stop, lost a lot of ground, but he finds himself 6th late. You got Carson Quapple up there in 7th looking for his first career victory. Harrison Burton, we know everything that's on the line for him. Justin Allgaier is 9th, and I think about Justin, and this team has really struggled in the last 6 or 7 weeks, but the reigning champion has a chance to make something out of this day. And then the final car in the top 10, as we sit here under red, is Kaz Gralla. Got one start here at Watkins Glen, a top 5 run driving for Scott Borchetta, Big Machine Racing a few years ago, and he's another driver that today has shown a lot of speed, good road racer, and who knows what he might be able to do once we get back racing. And we understand from everyone that's on fence repair detail that we're getting really close to getting everything repaired and done so we can't lift the red flag.
Yeah, looks like we got one more cinder block to put in, or cement block, or whatever it is.
Coming. 8 laps to go as we set up the red flag.
Are you sick of tire dressings that start out greasy, then quickly fade and brown over time?
Introducing Cerakote's Rapid Ceramic Tire Coat. Cerakote's true ceramic technology has just the right amount of shine and lasts up to 10 times longer than traditional dressings. Just wipe it on to get professional showroom shine without the greasy mess that slings on your vehicle. You can trust Cerakote's #1 selling family of products with over 60,000 5-star reviews.
This is the best tire coat and protectant you'll ever use, guaranteed.
Buy today for under $20.
When you want to feel clean and soft, try new Dial Healthy Hydration Body Wash with skin-friendly ingredients. It deeply cleans and hydrates in one shower for confidence to get closer. Dial up your clean.
An all-American club combo, extra jalapeno, Cheeto likes it hot.
For just $1 more, you can make it a Happy Gilmore meal and get a collectible cup.
Gilmore with his own meal deal? Hey, Shooter, I love your cup. Actually, make it a Happy Gilmore meal. Shooter!
Cerakote revolutionized car care with its #1 best-selling rapid ceramic paint seal. The unmatched gloss, slickness, and shine that you love now comes with an industry-leading 50-wash guarantee.
Introducing Cerakote's next-generation paint sealer, Rapid Ceramic Platinum. Just spray it on and lightly bump it to get incredible shine and professional results that will help your car stay cleaner longer. Look at the difference. With over 60,000 5-star reviews, you can trust Cerakote. Buy today for under $20.
What if I told you that one of the best things you can do to improve the look and performance of your car can be done for under $20 and in less than 30 minutes?
Fix your cloudy and weathered headlights with Cerakote's #1 best-selling ceramic headlight restoration kit in just 3 easy steps and without power tools. Just wipe, sand, and apply. It's that easy. Cerakote restores and protects, and for as long as you own your vehicle, it's guaranteed. You can trust Cerakote with over 60,000 5-star reviews. Don't wait until it's too late. Buy today for under $20.
It is time!
Tonight,
let's get some champions established.
the AVP League storms into Dallas, and the battle to rule the beach only gets hotter.
That ball came in so hot.
As the best in the world continue their quest for glory. All summer long.
Yeah, let's go.
The AVP League, live from Dallas, tonight at 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific.
Welcome to CW and NASCAR. This is so awesome. Start your CW.
Let's have a little fun.
The battle for the NASCAR Xfinity Series postseason
It's an incredibly tight playoff battle.
rolls through one of racing's most iconic tracks.
This is Daytona.
Friday, August 22nd,
Contract made.
a field of desperate drivers hit Daytona,
What an awesome racetrack.
where the final few playoff spots hang in the balance.
We are green at Daytona.
The NASCAR Xfinity Series, Friday, August 22nd at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific on the CW.
The world's best bull riders have landed in South Florida with every intention of increasing the local heat index. JB Mooney leads his Oklahoma Wildcatters into town full of conviction. The Carolina Cowboys, they feel the same way. Winning isn't just a want, it is a need. The riders, coaches, and even ownership groups feel the same way.
Hey everyone, this is Austin Dillon, getting ready to cheer on my Carolina Cowboys on the CW. They're taking on the Oklahoma Wildcatters at JB Moody tonight. Let's go Cowboys, get that win.
Hey, good luck to my squad tonight. Wildcatters, let's get this dub. And JB, go show them who the real Carolina Cowboy is. Let's
Go. These two groups of Titans coming up after the race.
All right, back here in Watkins, Glen, starting to pull safety vehicles away. Looks like the fence repair is wrapped up for the most part, so shouldn't be long before we go back under the caution flag. Been under red for quite some time. We'll get an official number when they lift it. Sam Mayer sitting 4th on track and having another good day. Let's dial him up here, Jamie.
All right. Hey, Sam, it's Jamie and Adam in the CW booth. You got it?
Yeah, what's up, fellas?
Well, we're sitting here waiting on the restart. Appreciate you talking to us. You're in a great position right here. I know you've won at this track before. Great road racer. Got two guys that have had a little contact earlier in the race in front of you. Tell us what your thoughts are right now.
Yeah, I mean, we put ourselves in a really good spot here. I feel like we can kind of watch what happens on the restart and make our decisions from there. So, really proud of everyone on the Top Factory team. This Autobell Ford Mustang is certainly fast as Xfinity Mobile. We maybe need to be a little bit faster to catch up to the guys up front. It's just a long green flag run, but short run speed, I feel like we're really good. So, maybe one more caution after this, and we'll be in a really good spot.
All right, man. Well, I appreciate you talking to us. Good luck the rest of the race.
Yeah, thanks. God knows we need it.
I would say on this restart, it may not be as much about speed as it is about being right place.
I think survival.
Right
Survival is the word,
another word
that comes to my mind as we get down to, what is that? Look at that.
He's looking. I mean, is that a picture through your binoculars?
That's crazy.
I don't want to know what's on the other end of it.
He does.
Sorry, dude. Dak, what?
Look at that. Oh, my goodness.
It's so hard to sit in those cars waiting on these red flags.
I can only imagine.
Yeah, hot.
But you know what? We've reached time of the year, and I said this earlier in anticipation of our next race, the drama at Daytona, and then you came right back and said, I think we got plenty of drama here at Watkins Glen. But you look at the last 4 races in the regular season. Here today at the Glen. Less than 2 weeks, and Friday night will be at Daytona.
It's fun.
It is. I mean, that's such an awesome race under the lights. And then it's off to Portland, another road race. And the unpredictability of road racing. We saw it at Chicago. We saw it at Sonoma. We're seeing it here today at the penultimate race in the regular season. And then we go off to St. Louis, just outside St. Louis, Madison, Illinois, and Worldwide Technology Raceway. A very interesting venue. And it will be very interesting to see just how the cars react in the Xfinity Series to that place and what it bears out being the regular season finale. And after that, we'll know the 12 drivers.
Red flag has been lifted.
Here are the standings as of now. Harrison Burton's had a great...
Red flag has been lifted after a 45-minute red flag.
Plus 17 after a top 5 at Iowa. And as we sit right now at plus 39, creating that insurance that you need.
I knew that was going to take a while.
Predictable race like Daytona.
And it did.
Well, that's what I was saying earlier. He's almost giving himself a mulligan. When you get to Daytona, you go into those type tracks, drafting style tracks with the 50-50 shot of being able to finish, and he's good at that. Jeb Burton's also good. Ryan Sieg good at those tracks. All those guys right there on the cut line, but Harrison's done a nice job the last 2 weeks of being able to build a little bit of a buffer on that cut line, and that team is getting good at the right time of the season to go make a little playoff run.
Going to be just over, maybe right around 5 laps to go. Not sure exactly how this will net out. But we return to the green flag, and everybody chasing a trip to Mobile One Victory Lane. The red flag, 45 minutes and 5 seconds. So it took a long time to get the cleanup and repair done, but it is now finished. And, curious to see how everybody handles this. And, if you're those drivers that are out there, do you make a pit stop and put on tires? Obviously now, you can't work on your car under the red flag. So any of those cars that were damaged now can begin the repair, and you see it happening for Taylor Gray here.
Yeah, and as you look at Taylor Gray's car, the one thing that worries me if I'm Zillage is you want to survive that first lap. Obviously, with we saw with he and Austin Hill earlier, but it's also when you have a big wreck like that and you've got a lot of cars that are wounded, it really increases the chance that another caution could come out, not because of a wreck, but because of pieces falling off of a car and you're having a debris caution, and then you have to re-rack them again and go through another restart. And this is going to be key to the race, is this first corner for the 88 to see what lane the 21 chooses, and then however one gets raced when we get down into turn 1.
Justin Allgaier was inside the top 10, going to make a pit stop. Kaz Grala, it looked like, also had pulled off to get service here. Kim?
Yeah, and for Justin Allgaier and crew chief Jim Pullman, there was some debate on the radio whether or not they were going to come. Eddie DeHaan kind of telling them where they would net out if they came down 4 fresh tires. I think he gave up like the 7th or something spot. Thinks they'll net out between 13th and 15th after taking tires. And then just another benefit of putting fresh tires on for these final laps is he did drive through some debris. Now, he wasn't reporting any problems that he felt in the tire, but just as an extra precaution.
Showing over 20 cars on the lead lap. Some damage for Jesse Love. He's got the 2 car from RCR on the pit lane.
Yeah, he has damage on both ends. The back didn't look that bad, but looks to me like there's also a lot of damage on the front of that car.
Over 20 cars on the lead lap. And we talk about the potential for another caution. You get another one now, and we'll have overtime most likely, because you look at the stage of the race we're in and just how long the caution laps are here, and it just takes a long time to clean things up, or it can. And so, last year 2 overtimes. Let's see if we get an extra session here today. So they open pit road that time around, and we'll do the choose out of the bus stop this time, and we'll be green with 6 laps to go. So executing this as quickly as possible is NASCAR after that red flag and all the cleanup.
Well, we got to think Connor's going to take the inside. He mentioned he didn't want Austin Hill to be on his inside, kind of be in control of his race there. The decision's going to be, does Hill choose behind him? I would think Austin's going to choose. We're going to find out next time.
Yeah, we just got word they're adding a lap. So it'll be 5 laps to go when we restart things here.
You got to think if you're Austin Hill, though, you're going to choose the outside to be on the front row, have your best spot. We saw the lead actually get taken from the outside. If you can get a good restart, tires are worn out now. The thing is, Connor's had so much experience of restarting on the front row, and I think that's an advantage, you know, of knowing where he wants to launch. And because of where they put that restart zone, it's before turn 7, and yesterday in the ARCA race and the truck race, you saw a lot of guys hit the wall on the initial start just because they're trying to figure out how much speed you can carry around there. You look right there between those two white lines is where you're going to accelerate, and I think it's caught some guys off guard, but Connor's done a really good job being on the inside of being able to get a good, clean launch.
Let's get an update on driver 16, Christian Eckes, having a good day in position for a good day, Dylan.
Yeah, certainly deserve an attaboy. This entire crew does. They had an issue in practice where they got collected in that Shane Van Gisbergen and Sam Mayer scuffle in turn number 1. Didn't get to qualify, and so they started 36. But talked with Christian before the race. He said, this is, I think, the best road course car we've had all year. So was extra disappointed to have to start so far back, but felt like if they could survive some of the calamity that they were going to have a good race car. So they've done that. They're in position right now to potentially battle it out for the win. And this has kind of been the story of their year a little bit. They have not had very much luck. Alex Jans, the crew chief, said, one day when we're old and gray, I think we're going to look back and laugh about how awful our luck has been this year, but maybe some good luck turning the way of the 16 car here, Cam.
Nick Sanchez.
Yeah, it looks like an issue for the 48.
Nick Sanchez is off into the tire barrier.
Under caution, and this is coming out of the carousel, and he's in the tire barrier here.
See, here's already
the tires. I don't know what left row, driver's side.
Wow. I heard him say, I don't know what broke. He just has no steering right there. Look at that.
Yeah, I mean, it was fine, and then it just went straight. I think it's out of left front tire.
Well, it doesn't look to me like the right front was even turning. It's almost like something in the steering broke.
You pulled a Kyle Busch.
Well, I think about those drivers that made a pit stop. And
wrecking under caution.
They want all the laps they can get.
And you lose one because we were set to go back under the green flag. We thought was 6 to go. NASCAR adds a lap. It's going to be 5 to go, and now this.
Yeah, this wouldn't have happened if we just went green with 6 to go.
To get hooked onto, and fortunately, it's not too far from the pits where they are right there.
We had said if we
at
get
least
another,
a lap, though.
Yeah, we said if we get another caution, we're looking at overtime. We might get overtime without another caution, depending on how long this takes. So we'll take a break as they pull Sanchez out, and we'll go green when we return. Big finish coming, NASCAR Xfinity Series at Watkins, Glen on the CW.
If you're living with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis or active psoriatic arthritis, symptoms can sometimes hold you back. But now there's Sky Rizzy, so you can be all in with clear skin.
Things are getting clearer. Yeah, I feel free. Within my skin, yeah, that's on me. Nothing is everything.
With Sky Rizzy, you can show up with 90% clear skin. And if you have psoriatic arthritis, Sky Rizzy can help you move with less joint pain, stiffness, swelling, and fatigue. Sky Rizzy is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
Thanks to Sky Rizzy, there's nothing like clear skin and better movement. And that means everything. Now's the time. Ask your doctor about Sky Rizzy. Learn how AbbVie can help you save.
Are you sick of tire dressings that start out greasy, then quickly fade and brown over time?
Introducing Cerakote's Rapid Ceramic Tire Coat. Cerakote's true ceramic technology has just the right amount of shine and lasts up to 10 times longer than traditional dressings. Just wipe it on to get professional showroom shine without the greasy mess that slings on your vehicle. You can trust Cerakote's #1 selling family of products with over 60,000 5-star reviews.
This is the best tire coat and protectant you'll ever use, guaranteed.
Buy today for under $20.
Oh, I can ignore that. Just a reminder to get life insurance, but I can do it later. We just got our life insurance through Ethos. You could get $1 million in coverage, and it only takes about 10 minutes. That's not bad, actually.
Check your price today at ethos.com.
My skincare advice? Use all free clear detergent.
Y'all never
The
came to a
brand
full
recommended
conclusion.
by dermatologists. It's free from fragrance allergens found in leading scented detergents. Caring for your skin starts in the laundry room. Wash with all free clear.
So tomorrow it's the Cup Series racing here at Watkins Glen. Coverage 1:30 on USA. The next weekend, short track racing. Final race of the regular season. Craftsman Truck Series at Richmond. 7:30 FS1. Saturday night under the lights in the Commonwealth. It's the Cup Cars on USA at 7:30 Eastern Time.
The Commonwealth.
There you go.
Richmond, I like that.
Slid that right in there.
Nice.
No Xfinity next weekend. We're back in 2 weeks. CW on a Friday night from Daytona. Today, business unfinished at Watkins Glen. 5 laps to go. Caution is out after a long red flag, and we were all ready to do the choose and get racing again. Then Sanchez had the problem with the tire barrier. They have been able to pull the 48 away. Let's go down to Dylan Welch.
And let's give you a Toyota driver update on Brandon Jones, who runs in the 8th spot. I want to go back to a fortuitous comment that he made to me earlier this morning. Said, based on the truck race yesterday and how the end of these Xfinity races sometimes go, I think if we're just in the mix and we can survive, the never give up spirit is going to take us a long way. Well, lo and behold, here he is running in the 8th spot. They haven't had the best car today by any means, but they have fought all day. They've kept their nose clean, not a scratch on that 20 car, and he's in position to have another good run here on a road course this year.
I hate this, but sometimes history repeats itself. He was in a great spot last year, and then, was crashed late. So hopefully that doesn't happen here for Brandon Jones. Won an ARCA race here a few years ago. As we get to choose, going to be 4 to go when we go green.
What about that? Austin Hill elects not to take the front road, chooses right behind Zilich.
Yeah, it's been just about an hour, actually, since that crash happened. We're finally here, about to go back green.
A little bit, kind of knowing there was going to be contact. Keep control of your car. See what decisions all these guys make.
Junior motorsports cars have been 1-2 a lot today. But for the most part, it's been Connor Zilich, Shane Van Gisbergen. Now they restart on the front road together. But insert the 8 instead of the 9. Sammy Smith is there and in position.
Yeah, if you're Zilich, you got to just hope you get a tremendous launch and that you can get through turn 7 and have a car and a half, 2-car length gap from Austin Hill getting down into turn 1 so he can't get to your rear bumper.
Junior Motorsports has won the last 3 races here at Watkins Glen. They've won 6 in a row on the road.
All right, back green.
4 in 2025.
4 laps left.
Look at Sammy Smith.
Sammy Smith to the lead.
Mayer is there as well.
Yes, thank you, Jaden.
What a restart by the 8 on the out. Oh, he can't get turned though. Connor's gonna get there.
Going around goes someone, the 4.
Turned around the back,
Parker Retzloff.
Race lead as we head up through the S's.
Sammy Smith
Zilich has the lead.
Great restart, but then the car decided it didn't want to turn when it got down to turn 1, and Zilich was able to get to his inside up through the. What an eventful race for Connor Zilich's restart has been.
Retzloff looking for another top 15 finish. He's done it the last couple of weeks. Was 13th when the car got away from him. He's been able to drive away. We stay green.
Woo! Oh! Wow, what a save.
On the exit of the bus stop, Eckes comes in on the wrong end of that deal.
And look at Allgaier on the fresher tires able to drive through. He's making the most of a late run.
Yes, thanks, Jaden.
Yeah, we haven't really talked about tires at all today, Adam, but you're right. Tremendous restart for him. Finds himself in a great position. Going to have a great points day for Allgaier, even though Zilich might go on to win this.
Yeah, Zilich won a stage, so did Justin Allgaier. Allgaier looking for more, racing his teammate there.
See right here, this is on their restart. Or Retzloff goes around. I couldn't tell, was there contact when that first came on, or he just got loose? You got to think there was probably a little bit of contact, and then this, side by side through the bus stop, never works.
I mean, this is muscling up late in the race. Had 3 cars sideways, just incredible.
Yeah, Allgaier in the perfect position right there. They passed both Austin Green and Eckes as he got wide.
Battle for
Zilich
second,
pulling away.
Good with 3 to go. Smith has got it. Mayer is there as they head to the bus stop.
You see a little lockup right there.
A little lockup there for Zilich, yeah.
Pushing right now, trying to get that gap.
Still charging,
He
though.
wants the gap. He also wants that white flag. You don't want another restart. He's had to deal with it a lot today.
You see Mayer be able to get to the inside of Sammy Smith right there. Maybe a little bit of contact, a nudge on the entry to the carousel. We've seen everybody be pretty vulnerable through that carousel today from the car behind. Great run by Mayer. Look at Allgaier. Oh, he's got a tire off in the dirt a little bit.
Absolutely using all the track. Nearly gets away from him, coming off a 6 to 7.
He got lucky right there with that tire off the dirt. The car just doesn't slow down, using every bit of the track right now.
2 laps to go for Connor Zilic. Huge advantage out front. Now he just needs to pace it. Mayer is second. Sammy Smith is third. Hill is falling back to fourth.
Got 2 laps to go.
Continues between teammates Quavo and Allgaier.
And if you're Justin right here, you're going to try to set him up. Get a little bit of a run here at the top of the hill so you can make that pass into the bus stop. It looks to me like the 7's really good in the braking zone. Those tires, a little bit more grip than these guys on older tires. See if Justin, he just can't generate the run he needs in the right area, though, right here of the track.
When you want to race hard, you want to get the position, but you don't want to bring out a caution with your teammate leading coming to the white flag. I'm not sure how much that is on his mind. 4 JRM Chevys in the top 6. Zilic is leading off the carousel.
Justin's definitely quicker than Carson. He just can't get the run to be able to use the braking capability that he has right here. He's probably trying to get to the inside right here, going into the last turn.
Off of turn 7, back to the white flag for Connor.
White flag is in the air. One more time around for Connor Zilic at Watkins Glen.
What a day Connor Zilic has had. I know when we talked to him earlier, Adam, it looks
the SVG thing was so long ago at this point.
He has had a little bit of everything happen to him today.
Just so good on the road courses. You think about what a difference a year makes. You talk about the stock being up. A season ago, he came here, first career start, wins the pole, wins the race. A year later, he is dominating in his rookie campaign in the Xfinity Series. 5 wins. He's doing it on the road. He's doing it on ovals. Got Junior Motorsports their 100th victory at Indianapolis.
Connor Zilic comes around after a wild day. Contact with Austin Hill. Contact with his teammate, SVG. Sent him around. But Connor Zilic fought through it all.
Easily through 6 and over to 7.
He'll come around.
And now he can make the right-hander back to the
And my win pick is correct. Connor Zilic will win the Xfinity Series race at Watkins Glen.
What a year Connor Zilic has had. You said 6 wins, Adam. The fact that he can do it at every type of racetrack, it's been fun to watch, but he was on another level today at Watkins Glen to have guys like Van Gisbergen in the field with him, and to have the pace he did in qualifying, and to see the pace he had in the race. Special day for that young man.
11 straight top 5. It's tied for 3rd all time with some elite drivers: Kyle Busch, Jack Ingram, Sam Ard. And for those of you joining us for CW's debut of PBR Team Series, bull riding from Sunrise, Florida. Coverage is currently on the CW app. We'll get you out to live coverage on CW right after we wrap our coverage here in Watkins Glen for the NASCAR Xfinity
Plan for tonight. I'll be streaming the Sox a little bit.
Has won for a 2nd consecutive year.
At 8:40. I'll be live at 8:30. Was a good win for Zilic.
17 lead changes here today. That's a new track record in the Xfinity Series, but Zilic leading 60 laps. Jamie, he's now 7th all time when you talk about.
Yes, Jaden. That's we're going to be streaming that.
Series, and he's made only 6 starts. Just remarkable. 7 wins in a row on the road for Junior Motorsports.
19 years old, Adam. Just turned 19 years old.
Going to run the Cup race tomorrow. th win this season for Junior Motorsports.
Fuck are you talking about, Andy? I'm not doing that.
He stops on the front straightaway, but he's got to drive over the Mobile One victory lane. We'll deliver the message and talk to him next. An unbelievable day. Number 88, CZ, standing on top again in the Xfinity Series.
If you have wet AMD, you never want to lose sight of the things you love. Some things should stand the test of time. Long-lasting EYLEA HD could significantly improve your vision. More people on EYLEA HD had no fluid in the retina. Compared to those on EYLEA at 4 months, EYLEA HD is the only wet AMD therapy that helped 8 out of 10 people go up to 4 months between injections after 3 initial monthly treatments. If you have an eye infection, eye pain or redness, or allergies to EYLEA HD, don't use. Eye injections like EYLEA HD may cause eye infection, separation of the retina, or rare but severe swelling of blood vessels in the eye. An increase in eye pressure has been seen. There is an uncommon risk of heart attack or stroke associated with blood clots. The most common side effects were blurred vision, cataract, corneal injury, and eye floaters. And there's still so much to see. If you are on EYLEA or a similar type of treatment, ask your retina specialist about EYLEA HD today for the potential for fewer injections.
The battle for the NASCAR Xfinity Series postseason
It's an incredibly tight playoff battle.
rolls through one of racing's most iconic tracks.
This is Daytona.
Friday, August 22nd.
Contact made!
A field of desperate drivers hit Daytona,
What an awesome racetrack.
where the final few playoff spots hang in the balance.
We are green at Daytona.
The NASCAR Xfinity Series, Friday, August 22nd at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific on the CW.
Big stars and celebrity news.
I mean, who does it better?
31 seasons of Extra.
Extra, weeknights at 5 on CW6.
Are you ready for the ultimate entertainment experience? Spectrum is bringing together the streaming apps you love. Plus, live TV for sports, entertainment, and news. All in one place, across your devices. So no matter when or where you are, it's all here. Spectrum.
Holy
Hi, I'm
shit.
Mike, and I'm Zach from Charles
That's
Heating,
fucking
Air Conditioning,
crazy.
Plumbing and Electrical. Summers are only getting hotter.
Oh my
Time
God.
To start thinking about how to stay cool by replacing your old inefficient air conditioner. So call today for a free estimate on a new Carrier central air conditioning system. That's Charles Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing and Electrical. 457-6911. And remember, we're the nice guys.
Your husband's name, your daughter's name, your own name, your address, memories of your mother, memories of your father.
Many side impact auto accidents result in brain injuries. Brain injuries resulting in a loss of memory. Loss of memory is like losing your life. Those cold, callous insurance companies don't see it that way, so they will deny and delay. That's why you're going to need experts in forensics to build a bulletproof case. The only way to win is with a team, so don't go it alone.
Hi, my name is Mary, and I'm a proud patient of Oswego Health, and this is my story. So a few years ago, I noticed that my knee was starting to give me trouble. I was receiving cortisone shots, and they weren't lasting as long.
There did come a time where Mary presented and she just could not continue with her quality of life the way it was. She went on and had an uncomplicated total knee arthroplasty. She has returned back to camping this summer. Even her family members are exceedingly excited by the fact that they have Mary back.
Back in Watkins, Glen, let's get our Mobile One winning moment as Connor Zilic celebrates again. Money restart. Sammy Smith did a great job coming out of turn 7. But here's Connor Zilic. Said, I'm going to return the favor. Gets back by his teammate. Heading to turn 2, up through the S's. And once he got out front, the game was over. Jamie mentioned only 19 years old. 7 victories, the youngest ever to reach 7 career wins. Let's go down to Mobile One victory lane, Dylan.
Oh, he does fall! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Oh my Gosh. Oh my goodness.
Is he all right?
Oh, Connor
He looks hurt.
falling as he climbed out of the car and went to celebrate the victory. We'll take a break and come back on CW.
My skincare advice? Use all free clear
What a
detergent.
fucking
The number
mess.
one brand
Oh my
recommended
God.
by dermatologists. It's free from fragrance allergens found in leading scented detergents.
Please be okay.
Caring for your skin starts in the laundry room. Wash with all free clear. My moderate to severe plaque psoriasis held me back. Now with Sky Rizzy, I'm all in with clearer skin. Things are getting clearer. I feel free to bear my skin, yeah, what's on me.
I'm fucking concerned right now.
3 out of 4 people achieved 90% clearer skin at 4 months, and most people were clearer even at 5 years. Sky Rizzy is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic
But he looked like he actually fucking hurt himself.
Or lower ability to fight that may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
I don't know, man. I think he just lost his
Now's
balance.
the time. Ask your doctor about Sky Rizzy, the #1 dermatologist prescribed biologic in psoriasis. Learn how AbbVie can help you save.
When you want to feel clean and soft, try new Dial Healthy Hydration Body Wash with skin-friendly ingredients. It deeply cleans and hydrates in one shower for confidence to get closer. Dial up your clean.
Feel the thunder!
Next.
Man, I was so happy, like, he got the win, you know, happy for Zilish, and then fucking...
10 teams, 5 riders, 1 goal, to be legendary. Every ride counts for the superheroes of dirt.
That is how you become a legend.
The PBR Camping World Team Series, coming up next on the CW.
Tomorrow on Yes. The rivalry is real and it's back in the Bronx.
It's the New York Yankees against the Houston Astros.
Built on bad blood and big moments.
I don't even know if he'll race tomorrow. I don't know if he's okay.
These 2 teams.
This is a clash of the Titans.
As dramatic as it gets, this rivalry remains hot.
As the Yankees and Astros face off in a heated pennant race battle. Coverage continues tomorrow at 1 on Yes and the Gotham Sports app.
Ryan Phelps has grown his car
Dude,
dealerships
fucking
by
get back to the
helping thousands of
broadcast, Jesus
customers
Christ.
regardless of credit history. Ryan Phelps Auto has 21 lenders for good credit, bad credit, and really bad credit with over 200 vehicles available and a buy here, pay here option.
Just because your credit's bad doesn't mean that you have to buy from some place like this. My staff cares about its reputation, so it's certainly going to care
Yeah,
about
it kind
you.
of did.
Good
Like,
credit, bad credit with A+ reputation. Visit RyanPhelps.com and see why everyone's buying from Ryan.
Plumbing
oh my
emergencies
God, go
get
back to the
broken
fucking
anytime.
broadcast.
When it does, call
Pissing me off.
315-638-RUDY. Rudy Plumbing is here for you 24/7. Ready to tackle any plumbing problem, whether it's a leaky faucet or running toilet, no hot water, or a flooded basement, even sewer cleaning. No job is too big or small for Rudy Plumbing. Call us anytime, day or night, for fast, reliable service you can trust. Rudy Plumbing. We are your neighborhood plumber. 315-638-RUDY.
Welcome back to our NASCAR Xfinity Series coverage from Watkins, Glen on CW. A scary scene in Victory Lane. Connor Zilish won, and as he climbed from the car to celebrate, he fell. Let's go down to Victory Lane now and get the latest with Dylan Welch.
And Connor is was speaking with medical personnel, so they were swiftly on the scene here. Both folks right here in Victory Lane, and then the trackside media medical group that drove the medical golf cart in. They are loading him on a backboard right now and going to put him on the cart and I believe take him to the infield medical center just for more evaluation. But did get confirmation he was speaking with the medical folks, and that's the only thing we can say at this time.
Well, just our thoughts with Connor and, you know, the euphoria of celebrating a win and just such a scary, scary scene for him. And we just send him all the well wishes as they take him to the medical center. Well, we had a red flag for 45 minutes, and that was a very, very scary scene with the crash that happened to bring it out and everything that followed. 16 cars involved there.
Yeah, so obviously Victory
It takes
Lane.
45 minutes to clean it up. You
Celebrations
repair the
have been
fence.
canceled there.
Luckily, in that crash, everybody
clearing
was
out.
able to go to the care center and be released. You finish the day.
He's on a stretcher as we
celebrate
speak.
a win for Connor Zilic and everything that he's been able to accomplish this year. And unfortunately,
That doesn't look good.
you end on a downer with him
That does
having
not
to
look
fall
good.
there in Victory Lane. And as we said, we just hope that he is okay. And as you reflect back on this day, you know, Zilic wins it, and you look
All right.
through, you know, some of the things.
Well, I'm
that
going to end
happened
this
here
when I be
this
live for the Red
afternoon.
Sox at 8:30. I'll probably have some more information at
when
that
you
point.
Think about the racing
And
side
we can
of
talk about
Jamie,
it then.
You just
But
can't say enough about what this young driver has been able to accomplish.
yeah, I really hope he is all right.
You know,
That's
the
fucked
season
up.
that he's
They have
been able to put together at
backing the
19
car
years
out
old
of there,
as a
obviously,
rookie
Victory Lane.
Yeah, and Adam, that was super scary. And I'm
Celebrations
with you, prayers to Connor
are
and
being
that whole
canceled.
family, that was just horrific to watch, and hopefully he's okay. It has been an amazing year for him. Everything that he's been able to do, I honestly I'm at a loss for words because that was tough to watch.
Yeah.
The PBR
All
is
right.
coming up next on CW. So as we sign off from Watkins Glen, we remind